Everyone. Welcome to Ann Arbor. We are at Ray Fisher Stadium right now for Game 2 of the Michigan State series. It's a pretty nice day out, a little chilly, partly cloudy. Excited for the second game of the series. Rivalry series. It's always fun playing Michigan State. Michigan took Game 1 of this series 8-2, so they're going to be looking to keep that win streak going.
Yeah, welcome. Let's get ready for some Michigan baseball. As Evan mentioned, it's partly cloudy here in Ann Arbor. Weather seems sun's starting to peek out as the game goes on. The Michigan Wolverines are on a 2-game win streak, hoping to keep that going today. It was a long game yesterday. There was a rain delay, the players experienced a long game yesterday, and in a result, that was an 8-2 victory for the Wolverines, and they're looking to keep that going.
Yeah. We can go ahead and read the lineup. So for Michigan, batting first, playing shortstop, number 8, Benny Casillas. Batting second, playing right field, number 24, Braden Jeffries. Batting third, playing second base, number 55, Mitch Voigt. Batting fourth, the DH, number 4, Noah Miller. Batting fifth, playing first base, number 26, Jeter Ibarra. Batting sixth, playing third base, number 2, Cole Caruso. Batting seventh, playing left field, number 14, Colby Turner. Batting eighth, playing catcher, is number 30, Matt Spear. Batting ninth, playing center field, is number 3, Greg Pace Jr. And on the mound for the Wolverines is number 5, David Lally Jr.
Yes, and to lead it off for the Michigan State Spartans, Ryan McKay, their second baseman, will be leading off, and the two, JT Sokolov in center field. Batting third, Caleb Berry, the catcher. Batting fourth, their first baseman, Sam Bush. Batting fifth, Randy Seymour, who will be at third base today. Batting sixth, Nick Williams, their left fielder. In the seventh slot, the DH, Noah Bright. Batting eighth in right field is Parker Pickett. And batting ninth is Dayton Murphy at short. And then on the mound, the Spartans have Joseph Jurwa pitching today, left-handed pitcher.
Yeah, I think we're in store for a good one here. Rivalry games are always fun. We have the umpires walking up to the plate right now, so coaches will have the coacher meeting, and we will be off soon.
Yeah, game should start.
Yeah. I was going to say, any trends you're looking at for this game?
Yeah, Spartans are on a 2-game losing streak. Yesterday came to the Wolverines. Michigan's on a 2-game win streak, so Michigan's hot as of late. The Spartans on the year are 23-17. At a neutral site, they are 11-3, which is obviously this is an away game for them. And on the road, the Spartans are 4-8. So Michigan's looking good today, hoping to keep that two-game win streak alive.
And yeah, this is the first time they've played them in a Big Ten game. Yes. But Michigan actually played MSU earlier in the season in a midweek game, which doesn't count for Big Ten standings, and they won that game. So Michigan is definitely going to be looking to kind of keep that factor going on today. This is also a pretty important series for Michigan, I'd say. They got swept last weekend against Iowa, so this is definitely a series that they're going to not just win, but also probably win in good fashion. So that would be ideally a nice sweep for them. So it's kind of get back on track there.
Yes, it would be. I'll mention the Michigan Wolverines. Their record this season is 25-17. At home, they are 11-8, so above 500 at home. Hopefully. Yeah. Michigan can continue. We'll see if they can continue to keep this win streak going and see some good baseball today.
Yeah, I'll be looking at any players for me. I'm going to be looking at Mitch Voigt. Obviously, he's been a force all season. Yeah. Also, Greg Pace Jr. He's been hot the past couple weeks. I mean, since like the Mount St. Mary series where he kind of exploded that series, and since then he's been pretty hot. And I know he had a good day yesterday too, hitting a home run. So
yes,
I'll be looking at Greg Pace to continue his hot streak.
Yeah, he's batting well. He's batting 302 on the year. I'm going to look at Benny Casillas.
Yeah.
Our shortstop, batting 413 on the season.
That's ridiculous.
He's been pretty incredible this season. Hopefully he can keep that going today. Yesterday Benny had 2 hits, 2 RBIs, and a run on 5 at-bats. So
yeah, he's been money.
We'll see if he can continue his hot streak. And,
And, the people who are in the stands today, they're in for some luck today. Today is the 9 innings of winning, so I think every half inning, they give out a prize to people in the stands, so that'll be fun for them.
Yeah, should be an interesting game. Sun continues to peek through the clouds here. Hopefully it's nice weather for some baseball.
Yeah, slight wind, but now we have Michigan's players taking the field now, running out as they're each announced. Greg Pace running out to center field now. Colby Turner running out to left.
Braden Jeffries out to right.
Yep, Ibarra running out to first base right now.
Mitch Voigt crawling through the tunnel.
Our guy, Mitch Voigt.
On his way to second base. Benny Casillas takes short. And to finish it out at third base, Cole Caruso.
Now we got Lally and Spear coming.
Yep.
The battery. And at the moment we have Ryan McKay and JT Sokolov in the on-deck circle, taking some cuts. It's a pretty good turnout today in the stadium.
Yes.
We got a decent amount of people. The weather's been nicer, less so today than the past couple days, but still some good weather for some baseball, and people definitely showing out for the rivalry game.
Yeah, fans will get torched today. You know, the past few days they have to bring their sunscreen, so it should be some nice weather for some baseball.
Yeah.
David Lally just took the mound.
Yep.
He's a right-handed pitcher. He has a 4.53 ERA on the season, 3 wins, 3 losses. So.
Yeah, he's been a bit up and down, but he has shown that how elite of a pitcher is. He was elite for us last season. He's been there's been many games where he's been elite this season. You know, played some harder competition, I'd say, this season than last. But one of the things that I talk about on these broadcasts, these baseball broadcasts, and also when we're on the local radio station every evening, I talk. One of the big things for this Michigan team to have success is the pitching. We need the starting pitchers to go deep into games.
Yes.
And give the guys a chance. I mean, the offense pretty much consistently shows up, but you know, the games that get away from us are when our starter is ran off the mound early in the game. So it'll be important. So
maybe we'd like to see Lally go the distance today.
Yeah, for sure.
We shall see.
Yeah, he's a lot of innings pitched so far this season too.
Yeah. As you mentioned, Ryan McKay is getting on deck. He's a lefty, so he's favoring that lefty-righty matchup. So,
Michigan is in their all-white uniforms today, and Michigan State is in their all-gray uniforms.
Yeah, it looks like a little dark gray.
I kind of like that uniform.
I know.
I do. I prefer the Michigan.
I like
pinstripes.
the all-white.
I like the Michigan pinstripes the most.
Okay.
Those ones are nice.
Yeah, the all-white definitely pops today, though.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure.
Looking good. Both teams look good.
Yeah.
State has 2 lefties batting today. Against a righty pitcher. I think that's going to favor Michigan a little bit with the more righty-righty matchups.
Yeah, Michigan's lineup is a little bit more balanced when it comes to righties and lefty batters.
Yeah, so Joseph Giroir, the pitcher for the Spartans today, is a lefty, and Michigan has 6 righty batters today.
Yep.
So we like that matchup for the Wolverines today.
And Matt Spears throw down to second, looks great, and once this ball gets back to Lally, we'll be good to go.
Yeah, here comes Ryan McKay to the plate, doing his gloves quickly before he steps in the batter's box. Little meeting at the pitcher's mound.
And now we are off. So top of the first, no runs for either team. 0-0 count to Ryan McKay, and Lally checking his pitch comm, steps onto the rubber. McKay waits. 0-0 count. And the pitch. Fastball right down the middle. Strike 1. It's a great way to start off the batter.
Yeah, Ryan McKay struggled a bit yesterday in 3 at-bats. He had 4 at-bats. He walked once, 0 hits, so he's looking to get a hit today.
Lally's stepping back in. He comes set. McKay waits. The 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Swung on, grounded sharply to Mitch Voigt, over to Jeter Ibarra, and that retires the first batter of the game.
Yeah.
Two-pitch batter.
Yeah, nice for the pitch count for Lally there. Nice hard hit ground ball to second. Fielded cleanly by Mitch Voigt and thrown on to first out of the game. Pretty routine.
Yep. And now we have Sokolov up to bat. David Lally checking his pitch comm yet again. Sokolov digs in. And now Lally's going to step onto the rubber. 0-0 ball game. 1 out. Top of the first. 0-0 count. Fastball down and away.
Yeah, it was a little outside there. Ball. JT Sokolov batting .286 in the season.
Steps back in. Lally's set on the mound. A 1-0 pitch. Here it comes. Looked like another fastball down in the zone. That time called for a strike. 1-1 count now.
Yeah, JT Sokolov did get a hit and an RBI yesterday. We'll see what he can do today.
1-1 count. 1 out. Top of the first. No runs. The 1-1 pitch comes. Here it is. Another fastball grounded to third base, slung over to Ibarra at first there. Second out of the inning.
And there's 2 routine ground balls. We'll see if Lally can keep that up. Put them, get the ball on the ground, roll into these infielders. So hopefully they can make a play. Some more routine ground balls here. It's a pretty nice play there by the third baseman.
Yeah, Cole Caruso made a nice play there to grab the ball. A little bit of a chopper down the straight to him. And now we have Barry stepping in for the Spartans. Lally sets the 0-0 pitch. Here it comes. Fastball for a strike in the top of the zone there. 0-1, 2 outs.
Lally's finding the strike zone.
Yeah, he's fine. I think he's only thrown fastballs too. His command of the fastball's been great today.
4 strikes here, looking for another one.
Velo's been up too on it too, like sitting mid-90s. Comes set for the second pitch of the at-bat. 0-1 count, 2 outs, top of the first. That time fastball got away from him, up and away. 1-1 count now. He's going to catch his breath there, settle for a second.
Yeah, Spartans catchers did not get a hit last game. Looking to break that streak. We'll see if he can get a hit this at bat, or if Lally can strike him out, put one in play.
David Lally comes set on the mound for the 1-1 pitch. Swung on, grounded softly down the third base line. Foul, like Cole Caruso.
Yeah.
Smart play there to keep that foul.
Yeah, another chopper that we see to the third base, but this one managed to go foul.
So far, he's been doing a good job. But yeah, getting that soft contact. Now, he's been staying on the edges of the zone, painting, you could say.
Yes.
Not getting them much to hit with power.
Yeah, and he's going early up in the count. His first strike, his first ball has been a strike. Most of these at bats. Yeah. 2 of these at bats here, so that's going to help him win that at bat. He's taking the mound now. Lally
back on the mound for the 1-2 count. We got 2 outs here in the top of the first. 0-0 ball game. Lally deals the pitch. Swung on and fouled outside of the park along the right field line into the parking lot. Hopefully everyone's car's okay out there.
Yeah, I didn't hear
a
car alarm.
Yeah, so.
Did see some kids take off for that ball there, so hopefully
that's always fun.
Always fun for the fans.
Barry steps back into the box. Lally waits for him on the mound. He comes set for the 1-2 count. We do it again. 2 outs. And Lally waits. Take a lot of time here. And here's the pitch. Fastball looks like, that actually looked like an off speed, I think. That one got away from him, up and in a bit. 2-2 count now, 2 outs in the top of the first here.
Yeah, they got away from the catcher Spear as well there, so not the pitch that Lally, I'm sure, wanted there.
Yeah, it seemed like a little bit of a miscommunication.
Yeah. He took a while there to pitch that. He waited on the mound quite a bit as well.
Yeah, so he took a long pause there. Pitch clock was winding down.
Back into the at-bat now.
Lally deals here the pitch. Swung on into right field to Braden Jeffries, and it's a routine play right to him. This is third out of the inning. He retires the side.
That was a well-hit ball there from the catcher, Barry.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it went straight to the right fielder, Jeffries, and he put it in his glove and retired half the inning. Wolverines are getting ready to bat here. Benny Casillas is up first. Here comes Joseph Jurwa to take the mound. A tall pitcher. He's got a 2.3 ERA in the season, 6-1 record. Spartans have to love that. He's producing.
He's been their guy.
Yeah,
he's been their guy so far.
Yeah, he's tall lefty. Yeah, he's got some command.
Yeah.
His pitches,
right now,
pitch is looking.
Delivery looks pretty effortless, pretty smooth.
Yeah.
Kind of like a little bit of like a lankier build, but that generates a lot of whip there.
Yes. He's got some heat, and yeah, he's been, I think, Spartans ace this season.
Yeah.
Joseph Jurwa, that is a junior.
There we go. Now we got Barry coming out. He had to change all his gear because he just was the last out of the inning, but now he's out catching for Jurwa.
Benny Casillas is currently talking to his coaches, waiting on deck, getting ready to get into the batter's backs. I like Benny's bat. He's got a little pink tape on the bat.
Yeah, I like that. I don't know if you caught, but I think it wasn't Barry. I think it was Sokolov. Had like a bright turquoise and pink bat. That looked pretty nice. Always love a good custom bat. Add some fun to the game.
I think Benny Casillas is trying to time up the pitch right now.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, he's in the batter's box. Not taking a ton of full cuts, but mostly just kind of sitting there getting his timing down.
Yeah.
I mean, he's been great leadoff. I mean, he's batting. So not only is he batting .413 on the season, in the leadoff position, he's batting .493. So anytime you get Benny Casillas up for the first batter of an inning, you know that that's going to be a pretty productive and good outcomes for the Wolverines there.
Yeah, it's going to be a difficult at-bat for the pitcher there.
For sure.
Our first and third base coaches, the Wolverines, take their positions. And Benny Casillas is getting ready to step in play. Batter's
I like Jerwa, how he's got the in-between pants. You can see a little bit of the
Yes.
stirrups there at the bottom.
Here comes Benny into the batter's box. He's going to get ready.
Got a nice walk up there.
Yeah.
Just kind of slides into the batter's box there.
And the Wolverines' first at bat of the day.
Benny Casillas steps in. Jerwa's now come on the mound. He comes set for the bottom of the first. 0-0 count. And here's the pitch. Fastball down the middle for strike one.
Yeah, Benny's a transfer from Loyola Marymount, 3 years there, and El Camino Community College is a year spent there.
So 0-1 count from a fastball down the middle. We got no outs here in the bottom of the first. 0-0 ball game. And here's the pitch. Fastball driven deep to left field. That's far. What's the call? Foul.
Oh, that ball
foul. That
hit
ball
hard.
Was, I mean, that ball was crushed.
Yeah, just fouled though. It was close.
The Wolverine dugout wants that to be called fair. I mean, it's hard to tell on those ones where it's that high above the foul pole, but third base up kind of signaled pretty quickly that was a foul ball there.
Yeah.
That ball was crushed. So interested to see what Jerwa does now after that ball.
Yeah, Benny looking to replicate that, just keep it a little bit right.
0-2 count now here in the bottom of the first. No outs to Benny Casillas. And he gets him swinging on a fastball down the middle. I mean, that's a good way to bounce back there for Jerwa after letting up that pretty long foul ball.
Yeah, so it's a good strikeout for Jerwa. As we mentioned, he's having a very, very productive season, and now coming to plate is Brandon Jeffries, a lefty-lefty matchup here.
Brandon Jeffries made that last play there in the top of the first.
Correct.
Jerwa waits for him, comes set. 0-0 count here. 1 out in the bottom of the first. And here's the pitch. Swung on, flared into shallow left field. Murphy's ranging over there, and he makes the catch.
Yeah.
That's a tough play to make for a shortstop there.
Yeah, see the shortstop call that one.
Yeah.
Everyone started back away. Shortstop knew he had that ball. Gets under it, almost at the foul line. Ran from short to the foul line in left field. Made the play. It's a high blooper. Yeah, a little athleticism on display there.
That's a lot of range. That's a lot of range you got to cover there. Now we have Mitch Voigt stepping into the box here. As he gets settled, Jerwa steps on the rubber, and he is ready to go for the 0-0 count. 2 outs here in the bottom of the first. Jerwa comes set, and here's the pitch. Fastball up and in for a ball. Ball 1.
Mitch Voigt betting well for the Wolverines this season, betting
he's been a monster.
368. Started in 42 games, all of his games played. See if he can produce a hit here.
Jerwa comes set again. 1-0 count. Here's the pitch. Fastball. That one called for a strike down the inner half of the plate there.
And that one was down. The last pitch was up, so about the same location.
Yeah.
He's liking that in against Mitch Voigt here.
Yeah.
See if he goes back to in. If he takes a little outside.
Jerwa comes set again here for the 1-1 count. 2 outs. This time swung on, flared into shallow right field. Looks like foul.
It was foul ball. Jumped over the wall there.
Bush was out there ranging, trying to get there, but couldn't get to the spot in time.
Yeah, not the contact Voigt wanted there. Just a little blooper over the first baseman's head. Foul ball.
So far, it's been a really efficient inning here for Jerwa.
Yeah, both pitchers off to a hot start.
Oh, for sure, yeah. Mitch Voigt steps in the batter's box. Jerwa waits. He comes set for the 1-2 count here. 2 outs in the bottom of the first. Jerwa sets. And the pitch. Fastball driven deep into center field.
Go ball.
He's going back. Sokolov is going back. That ball's off the wall in center field. Mitch Voigt rounding second. Mitch Voigt's going to take third. He's running into third. Here comes the cutoff. He dives in. Safe. Running in the ball now.
With a triple off the wall to center field. Probably could have gotten in standing up at third base.
Oh yeah, he just dove for the fun of that.
Yeah, he dove for the fun of that. But yeah, that ball was hit hard. Took a big bounce off the wall. Got away from the center fielder there. Was able to trickle in the middle of center field while Voigt rounded second base. And yeah, that was a pretty effortless triple. That was.
She just showed off so many aspects of athleticism. To be able to drive the ball out there, the discipline to be able to protect there on 2 strikes, and then also the speed there rounding for third. Yes. Now we got Noah Miller now stepping up to the plate. Jerwa waits for him. He comes set. Runner on third. 0-0 count. Swung on. Soft dribbler to Jerwa. He turns, fires over to Bush, and that retires Noah Miller.
That's the end of the first inning there.
So
runners in scoring positions never never ideal for the Wolverines to leave a runner on at third base, but Wolverines will look to get back there in the second
credit
inning.
to Juro. I mean, he let up. I mean, that ball was smoked. I mean, it hit the wall in the air. I mean, and he came back immediately right after that, flushed it, threw a strike, got Noah Miller out there, so he was able to bounce back from that pretty quickly and no damage done.
And two Wolverines have seen him pretty well. Benny Casillas with the ball that was hit extremely hard over left field but foul, and Mitch Voigt making contact off the wall to pretty much dead center, 395 there, so they're seeing him well. But Joseph Juro got out of the inning. He's got to be happy with that.
Yeah, he can't, nothing to complain about there. I mean, sure, you let up a hit, but it didn't come to anything.
Yeah, get through the top 4 batters of the Michigan Wolverines lineup. It's got to be a good feeling for Joseph Juro. And keep the pitch count low.
Yeah, exactly.
Michigan, the Wolverines were swinging early. Not too many long at-bats there. Same with Lally. Lally didn't give him too many long at-bats.
So far, both offenses for Michigan and Michigan State they've been jumping on the count early, trying to ambush the pitchers, swinging early in counts, and it's been benefiting the pitcher so far. I mean, we've seen that it has the opportunity there to benefit the hitters potentially. I mean, Noah Miller with a triple, Mitch Voigt with the triple there, Benny Casillas with the long drive, and just haven't really fallen their way. But yeah, I mean, these hitters they're jumping early in counts. They're trying to ambush these pitchers, trying to run them out of the game early.
Yes, on deck here is the lefty first baseman for the Spartans, Sam Bush. Sam Bush is batting .323 on the season, having himself a pretty good season. Played in 39 games, started in 36 of them. He has 133 at-bats on the season and 48 RBIs, which leads the Spartans this season. So definitely a good hitter here.
Yeah, definitely a guy you want in your 4 spot.
Yeah, especially with this lefty-righty matchup.
Yeah.
Obviously, the lefty is having a little bit more time to see the ball in the pitcher's hands there.
11 home runs, too, for Bush.
Wow.
He's been well. He's been doing well. And he made that last play to get out of the jam there for the Spartans last inning.
And Bush, those 11 home runs lead the Spartans by quite a bit. The next closest is Caleb Berry and Parker Pickett at 6 each. So we'll see if I'm sure Sam's looking to get another one here, but we'll see if Lally can.
Yep, we got David Lally now on the mound here. In the top of the second inning, no outs, 0-0 count. He comes set. Lally delivers. Fastball swung on, foul off the left field line into the outfield, out of play.
Yeah, Bush from East Lansing, Michigan. Probably wasn't too hard of a decision for him to go to the Spartans. He went to East Lansing High School.
Seems like a pretty no-brainer.
Yeah.
Bush steps back in. Lally checking the pitch column once again. Lally comes set here for the 0-1 count. No outs here in the top of the second. Lally delivers. Fastball inside for a strike. 0-2 now.
Yeah, they're really painting the edges today.
Yeah.
Sam Bush was voted as a team captain. He's one of the 2 team captains for the Spartans. Got to keep that in mind today.
Yeah. Mitch Voigt is playing pretty deep in. He's playing actually in right field here. Playing pole side. Lally comes set. 0-2 count here. Top of the second. Here's the pitch. Off-speed changeup. Look down and away. Missed that. See a little nod there from Lally. Ball, but he executed well on the pitch. Was trying to get Bush to chase there, so he can't be mad at that. Still ahead of the count.
Yeah, the Wolverines have the shift on here.
Yeah.
Hoping that Bush pulls this ball.
Lally comes set for the 1-2 count here. No outs in the top of the second. Lally delivers. Chopped very softly there to Lally. He kind of tosses it over to Jeter Bar, and that retires Bush for the first out of the inning.
Yeah, Lally with an underhand throw there to first base. You like to see that from the pitchers.
Yeah, he was still on the mound when he tossed that over too.
Yeah,
he kind of tossed it underhand.
That was a long underhand toss, but we see that at pitchers like Cubs, John Lester.
Lester.
They just can't throw the ball to first base.
I'm a big Cubs fan, so yeah, that was always thrilling to watch.
Yeah, he can't throw the ball to first base, so he decides to go underhand there.
Yeah, he needs to play like that. No reason to risk it there.
Retires.
Lally looking for a new ball here. Miller's going to toss him back to one.
Retires the first batter, and now up to bat is Randy Seymour, the third baseman for the Spartans, number 35. Randy's having a pretty good season himself, batting .290 on the season. Right-handed batter, junior.
David Lally comes set again. The shift has completely changed now with Mitch Voigt playing to the left of second. Lally comes set. Takes a breath. And Lally delivers. Ball outside. Looked like an off-speed there outside.
Yeah. Junior, 1-0 count to the junior Randy Seymour here, from Frankfort, Illinois.
Yeah, 1-0 count. 1 out here in the top of the second. Lally wants another new ball. I guess he's not happy right now with the balls that he's asking for.
We have a tie game here in Ann Arbor. 0-0, top of the second inning.
Ball game, top of the second here. 1 out. Count is 1-0 to Seymour there. Lally comes set, takes another breath. 1-0 count, 1 out. Here's the pitch. Fastball down the middle, fouled back out of the stadium, back kind of towards us. Again, hope people's cars are all okay there. 1-1 count now off that foul ball.
Yeah, Randy Seymour. He's pretty big. He's a big third baseman. See if he can get a hit here. He's a ready batter. Kind of squats a little bit in the stance, but
1-1 count here. 1 out in the top of the second. Lally comes set, takes a breath, and here's the pitch. Fastball low and away for a ball there. Count is 2-1 now.
And the Wolverines are utilizing the shift today. We can see it with that last at-bat with Sam Bush shifting to the right side of the infield and outfield.
Interestingly enough, the infield's all shifted to the left field foul line, but Colby Turner out there has not shifted a ton.
Yes.
David Lally here comes set for the 2-1 count here in the top of the second. Here's the pitch. Fastball outside. Looks like his fastball's gotten away from him the past couple pitches here, so he's going to take a breath, get some rosin, gather himself.
Yeah, steps off the mound, of course. Just take a breath, try to get back in this at-bat.
No need to rush. 3-1 count now, 1 out in the top of the second to Seymour. Lally comes set, takes a deep breath. Lally delivers. Fastball swung on deep to center field. Greg Pace goes back. He's trailing under it, right there, camped under it, and he makes the catch to retire Seymour.
Yeah, so that ball was hit to right center, more center field. So with that shift to left, Greg Pace actually had to make a little bit more run than he was used to.
Yeah.
But got under the ball pretty cleanly. That was a very high hit ball.
Yeah, and off a righty batter, it also tailed a little bit towards right field there. But Greg Pace had no issue there. I mean, he's got the speed. He's got the instincts there to track that ball. Camped under it pretty quickly.
Yeah,
routine catch.
Got under it, and there's the second out of the inning for the Wolverines.
Yep. They got 2 outs now here in the top of the second. Lally's been pretty efficient. Lally comes set here, 0-0 count. Takes a breath. And here's the pitch. Fastball. Looked a little bit outside, but Noah Miller was able to frame that for a strike there for 0-1. Fastball, first strike of the at-bat there.
Yeah, that was an excellent job framing there. And we talked about how we want to keep Lally's pitch count low. We want him to go the distance, and he's doing well so far to start the game.
Yeah. 0-1 count here, 2 outs in the top of the second to Williams. Lally delivers. Fastball outside that time.
Yeah, Nick Williams, a senior for the Spartans, batting .252 in the season. He's a right-handed batter playing left field. So we shall see what he does in this at bat.
Yeah. Lally comes set again. Pardon me. Lally comes set. Takes a breath. Lally delivers. 1-1 count. Fastball upstairs for a ball. 2-1 count now in the top of the second to Nick Williams.
Yeah, Nick Williams is from Racine, Wisconsin. Went to Union Grove High School, and he's a senior for the Spartans. He says he's a veteran.
Yeah,
definitely.
Lally comes set here. 2-1 count. 2 outs. Top of the second. Takes a breath. Lally delivers. Fastball swung on, fouled into the stands back here towards us. Off of the press box. No fan can make a catch on that one. 2-2 count now to Nick Williams in the top of the second. 2 outs.
Nick Williams played 50 games last season, making 49 starts. 51 starts in left field, along with 7 starts at first base last season with Sam Bush when he was out to injury. So
he's been a rock for them.
Yeah.
He steps back in now, choked up a little bit. Lally comes set. 2-2 count here. 2 outs. Top of the second. Lally delivers, and that looks like a slider outside for a ball. Couldn't quite keep that one over the plate there. Broke a little bit too much. Full count now. 2 outs. Top of the second.
Yeah, Lally looking to punch him out here. He's been doing pretty well.
Yeah.
This inning, retired the first 2 batters. Just hoping to get out with the third. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see.
Lally comes set. Williams waits. Takes a breath. Lally delivers. Fastball swung on and missed. Strike 3 retires Nick Williams for the last batter. No runners again this inning.
Yeah. We're on to the bottom of the second inning here. The Spartans are gonna take the field. We can see Joseph Giroux walking to the mound right now.
Mm-hmm.
Tall pitcher.
That was ready to get out of that jam for himself there. Full count there. Hadn't let up a base runner yet, so he that was good. That was good.
And I believe that was Lally's first strikeout of the day.
I do believe you're right.
And so hopefully that gives him some momentum going into the third inning.
And I like that. I mean, he on that 2-2 pitch, he tried to throw the slider and it kind of got away from him, but he went back to that similar location and instead threw the fastball in the similar location. So, the Nick Williams' eyes were just looking at a breaking pitch in that same location, so he went back with the fastball there and he couldn't catch up to it.
And now the lefty batter, first baseman Jeter Ibarra will be up to bat for the Wolverines here.
Yep. Someone just won a 50-inch TV. here in the crowd. Yeah, and that's just the first inning of winnings.
Can we get in the raffle?
Yeah, I mean, scan the QR code there.
I know. Yeah, Ray Fisher Stadium is continuing to fill up.
Yeah, it's filled up actually a lot more since when we first started the broadcast here.
Yes.
And yeah, definitely
it's a beautiful day for baseball, honestly.
Yeah,
the weather's down. It's about 55 here.
Yeah.
Partly cloudy. The sun continues to creep through, and yeah, just a beautiful day of baseball.
A lot of Michigan fans, obviously. Also, a lot of Michigan State fans. I see a lot of green and white.
Yeah,
also
about an hour drive from East Lansing.
Seems to be some sort of Little League day too, because I see a lot of like Little League teams or younger travel teams here. Kids with their gloves looking to catch a foul ball.
Yeah,
it's always a fun day at the ballpark.
Yeah, I saw some Michigan Wolverines before the game.
Yeah.
Interacting with the kids, which is always fun for the kids.
And now Jeter Ibarra steps up to the plate. He's fixing his batting gloves there. Jerwa waits for him on the mound.
San Jose, California, Ibarra's from. He was a transfer from the University of Washington. He's arguably the most consistent and best hitter behind maybe Benny Casillas.
Yeah, he's been
Wolverines.
a rock for us.
Yeah, he's been playing well this season.
And he steps in. Jerwa waits for him. Jerwa comes set. 0-0 count here. No outs in the bottom of the second. Jerwa delivers. Curveball. First pitch for a strike.
That's a nice looking pitch
there.
there.
That was a nice pitch.
Broke right in front of his face. Comes back into a strike. It's a tough pitch to hit.
Yeah, a lot of hitters aren't expecting the curveball first pitch, so you got him guessing there. 0-1 count here. No outs. Bottom of the second, Jerwa delivers. Fastball swung on into left field sharply, and that's going to be a single for Jeter Ibarra. A nice little line drive into shallow left field. Fielded easily by Nick Williams. Is right to him. He threw it in immediately. Nice single there for Jeter Ibarra.
Yeah, this is what we talked about from the 5-hole. Just a nice consistent hitter. Yeah. Ibarra is straight between the third baseman and shortstop and the line drive. No one had a chance. Just a nice hit. Nice solid contact from Ibarra. Finds his way to first with a single.
Yeah. That's a good piece of hit, too, taking that fastball opposite to oppo field in the shallow left there.
And Jerwa's wasting no time.
No,
he's a quick pitcher.
Yeah, his tempo's up. He comes set here, looks over, delivers the pitch. Fastball in the top of the zone for a strike there. 0-1 count here in the bottom of the second. We got no outs. Jeter Ibarra on first.
Yes, Cole Caruso yesterday did not. He was 0 for 4 with the strikeouts, so hoping to improve today, but we shall see what he does.
Jerwa comes set here for the 0-1 pitch. Ball changed up down in the dirt there. That looked like it could have been a balk. It didn't really come set there. But his tempo is just very quick. As soon as he gets the ball, he's right back on the mound.
Yeah, 1-1 count, runner on first here.
Like I said, that 1-1 count, back on the mound. Jerwa comes set. No outs here in the bottom of the second. Here's the pitch. Fastball inside for a ball.
Yeah, that one was well inside. 2-1 count here for Jerwa, trying to get back in this at-bat. Probably a little flustered with the runner on first, 0 outs.
Yeah.
Fans are starting to get him a little bit.
Ibarra's playing a little bit of games with him. Jerwa comes set here, 2-1 count. No outs in the bottom of the second. Here's the pitch. Fastball swung on and fouled into the parking lot.
Another one to look out for the Cars.
See, I couldn't quite hear if it hit something because the PA announcer here played a cartoon crashing glass sound. So
yeah, probably to hide the effects. Yeah, I mentioned Cole Caruso looking to get a hit. Improved from yesterday.
Jerwa comes set here, 2-2 count here, bottom of the second, and here's the pitch. Swung on, flared out of play down the right field line. Another foul ball. Oh, fan almost made a catch there.
Yeah, nice little kid there. Looks like in the Lions shirt. He comes up with the ball. 2 kids race for it. It's always fun to see. Yep. Try to catch that bare hand, though.
Yeah, that's got to hurt. 2-2 count here. No outs in the bottom of the second. Cole Caruso waits for Jerwa's pitch. Jerwa's looking in right now for the sign. Some miscommunication there. Here he comes set. Looking over at Ibarra at first. Here's the pitch. Swung on, flared. Right near the wall, foul territory. Couldn't quite make the play there.
The first baseman there, Sam Bush, lost track of the ball. It landed in fair. He definitely had a chance to catch that.
Yeah, it did land in fair.
A little awkward for him.
It's an awkward angle. I mean, he was kind of trailing like straight back. That's a tough play to make. Jerwa was going to want that out, but here we go again for another 2-2 pitch here to Cole Caruso in the bottom of the second.
Yeah, the wind is blowing out into the left here at Ray Fisher Stadium, so definitely messing with the first baseman there. Back in the at-bat, here we go.
Jerwa looks in for the sign. Cole Caruso waits. Jerwa's set. Jerwa delivers. Here's the pitch.
Ooh.
Swung on into center field. Trailing back is Sokolov, and he makes the catch.
Yeah, no point there for Ibarra to tag. That pitch was hit pretty hard to center field, just directly to the center fielder there.
Sokolov had to take maybe 4 or 5 steps back, but it was straight to him. Didn't really have to move anywhere horizontally.
And Ibarra's a fast base runner, but there's no chance he's tagging it at second there. So just a nice wise play, wise base running. 1 out, no need to risk anything.
We got Colby Turner now up to the plate.
He's a sophomore.
He was hot early this season around when they played USC.
Registered a hit and an RBI today. Maybe he can get an RBI here.
1 out here. Jerwa's pitch. Fastball for a strike. Strike 1.
Nice
0-1 count.
Pitch. That was definitely inside. Maybe pain in the.
Had a little bit of two-seam action on it too.
Yes.
That was a nice pitch. 0-1 count here in the bottom of the second to Cole Caruso. Not Cole Caruso, to Colby Turner. We got 1 out now. Jerwa sets. And here's the pitch from Jerwa. And he delivers. Fastball swung on, straight back, fouled. Colby Turner's on it, just couldn't quite. He was a little bit under that one.
Wolverines trying to get in this game.
Jerwa is ahead early in this batter. Already up 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes, 1 out here in the bottom of the second against Colby Turner. Jerwa sets. He waits. And here's the pitch. Swung on into right center field, shallow line drive. Ibarra's rounding second, going to third. Throws comes into second base. Everyone is safe. They tried to backpick Colby Turner there, couldn't get him. Runners on first and third. Great piece of hitting there by Colby Turner. Yeah,
it was a really nice hit. Advances was running to third. Ibarra was moving. Nice in between. It was a hard hit ball, but almost a blooper over the second baseman.
Yeah, it was low, so there was no chance of Sokolov or Pico out there in right to make that catch there. And Ibarra had a perfect read on it. He knew it was dropping, so he didn't take any time to try and get the read there. He knew he was running, and he was going to from the get-go, he was thinking 3 there, it looked like.
As soon as that ball took off, he didn't even take a second chance. Hit the second baseman, was going to third. Runners on first and third now.
Matt Spear now, the catcher. 0-0 count. And here's the pitch from Jerwa. Strike 1.
Tie ball game right now. Runners on first and third, 1 out for Michigan. Definitely looking to score here.
Yeah, this is the best opportunity they've got so far.
Yeah, Matt Spear up to bat, lefty.
1 out, 0-1 count here in the bottom of the second. Runners on first and third. Jerwa waits. And Jerwa delivers. Swung on straight back to us. Just barely clipped the net there. I was hoping we might get a foul ball there.
Lefty Matt Spear has 20 RBIs on the season, looking to make it 23, but he's got a runner on third to get it to 21, so we shall we'll see what Matt Spear can do.
Yeah, we got runners first and third. We have Colby Turner on first, Jeter Ibarra on third.
Jerwa wasting no time again.
1 out, 0-2 count here. Jerwa sets. Here's the pitch from Jerwa. Swung on up the middle. That's going to score a run. If they can can't make that play.
So
that scored a run.
Yeah, there was an error by the second baseman there, Ryan McKay. Ball hit the glove, fell in the dirt. No chance to get the runner at second or first. So both runners on second and first. Run scores there. We get the 21st RBI for Matt Spear.
If they could have turned the double play there, that would have been inning over, no run. But I mean, that's a tough play to make. It was kind of choppy ground ball up the middle. McKay kind of slid for it, but the ball popped out of his glove. They could not get Colby Turner at second. So now we have Colby Turner at second. Sorry, and Matt Spear at first.
With Greg Pace up to bat. And Ryan, you mentioned that's your guy as of late. He's been playing well, batting .302 on the season. Running
Here's the pitch from Jerwa. Ball 1, low.
That was right over the plate, but low. Greg Pace is playing really well as of late. Right center fielder, batting righty. He's played 40 games, but only started in 20 this season.
Jerwa comes set here for the 1-0 count. Sorry to cut you off there. Swing and a miss there.
Yeah, he actually got contact there, but it hit the catcher's mitt first. 1-1. Greg Pace settling back in here.
1-1 count here. 1 out in the bottom of the second. Jerwa comes set. Gives a look to Ibarra over there. Or Colby Turner. That ball's hit out into right center. We got Pico coming in. Dives.
Oh, wow.
Could not make the catch. The ball goes on the ground. Everyone is going to be safe. It looks like all runners advance. Could not quite make it to that ball.
Yeah, he was hustling there. The right fielder there, Parker Peacutt for the Spartans, came sprinting in from right field to try to make that play, but that was just a blooper from Greg Pace, and it finds a gap, finds a hole, and runners on first, second, and third bases are loaded.
And we have the top of the lineup back up here. This is a good opportunity here for the Wolverines to extend this lead. Base is loaded. We got 1 out here. We're gonna have a little conference between Barry and Jerwa, it looks like.
Yeah, another righty-lefty matchup favorable for the Wolverines with runners with bases loaded. Benny Casillas with only 1 home run on the season, so
yeah, he hasn't been really a home run guy, but he's been a consistent.
But batting .413.
He's been a consistent And he has a good amount of extra base hits, not a ton of home runs. He has a lot of doubles, a lot of triples.
Yeah, 15 doubles on the season, 62 hits. So definitely looking to get his 30 RBIs up on the season, which is an impressive number. Slugging percentage is .547. Yeah, we'll see if Benny can knock one in. But we have
had a strikeout in his first at-bat of the game here in the first inning. But yeah, the conference here with Jura is over now.
Yeah. Benny Casillas 2 hits, 2 RBIs yesterday, and a position to get more than 2 RBIs. But, yeah, bases loaded. We'll see what Benny can do.
Yeah. We got, bases loaded. 0-0 count here. 1 out in the bottom of the second to Benny Casillas. Jura looking in for the sign. Benny Casillas waits. Jura still waiting for the sign. Gets his sign. Comes set. Casillas waits. Jura delivers. Fastball outside. Off speed outside. Looked like that was a change up there. Outside, high and away for ball 1 of the at-bat.
Yeah, 1-0 count. That was well outside. Benny obviously pretty much not swinging at that one. Not going to chase that, especially
Jura
lefty
comes
righty
set
matchup.
again. 1-0 count. 1 out. Swung on. Big cut, but missed.
Yeah.
1-1 count now. 1 out here in the bottom of the second. Bases loaded.
Benny looking like that same swing in the first inning. Trying to take that one to left field, but
yeah, Jura definitely keeping that in mind how the first at bat went. Jura comes set now. 1-1 pitch. 1 out. Here's the pitch. Swung on again, missed by Benny Casillas.
Another hard swing from the shortstop,
Yeah.
Benny Casillas.
1-2 count now with 1 out. Jura going to probably up the pace here because he's got him on his toes. Yep, Jura comes back on the mound, engages with the rubber. 1-2 count, 1 out here in the bottom of the second, bases loaded. Jura comes set, and here's the pitch. Swung on, fouled by Benny Casillas. Stays alive, 1-2 pitch. We'll do it again.
Jura's still looking calm. He takes the pitcher's mound with bases loaded after giving up a run this inning. And only 1 out. He still looks calm there.
He still very much looks calm, settled, in control.
Up in this at bat with the it's a 1-2 count.
1-2 count here. 1 out in the bottom of the second to Benny Casillas. He waits for Jura to deliver. Jura comes set. Here's the pitch. Swung on, fouled, out of the park.
Another one over our heads there. We'll listen for the cars, but Benny Casillas staying in this at bat. It's foul 2 off now after a 1-2 count. But that's how you get a .413 average. You got to stay in these at bats.
Yeah.
And
exactly. I mean, we'll do the 1-2 count dance again. 1-2 count, 1 out.
Here he goes.
Bases loaded. 1-0, 1-0 Michigan. Ball outside for ball 2 of the at bat now. Now we got a 2-2 count here with bases loaded in the bottom of the second. 1 out.
Another pitch that he'd like to keep a little bit more inside, closer, trying to paint that edge there. Benny Casillas, I don't think he's going to chase that one with that pitch.
2-2 count here, 1 out. 1-0 ball game. Swung on and missed high. He chased the fastball up. Couldn't quite get there. Jura retires Benny Casillas for the second time today. That'll bring up now Braden Jeffries to see if he can get something to start here with bases loaded. 2 outs now in the bottom of the second.
Yes, Braden Jeffries still looking for his first home run this season. 10 RBIs. Good batter, though.
Michigan is up 1-0 right now with a run earlier this inning, looking to extend that lead. Jura comes set for the 0-0 count. 2 outs. Here's the pitch. Ooh, hits Braden Jeffries. That'll be a run for Michigan. All the runners were advanced, and that's a free base for Braden Jeffries there. Not what Jura wanted there. I mean, you can handle a ball put in play. You can handle giving up a hit there because you're making them compete, but free base there is not what you want with bases loaded there.
Now the Wolverines take a 2-0 lead, 2 runs. 2 runs scored in the second.
Yep.
Very, very good inning for the Wolverines here. And now up to bat is Mitch Voigt,
the red hot after
junior,
hitting a triple earlier in the first inning.
We want to talk about someone who hits home runs 9 on the season here for Voigt.
0-0 count here. Jura delivers. That's going to be a strike for first strike of the at bat there. 0-1 count here with 2 outs.
It took the left side of the box there, painted that edge.
Yep.
It's a nice pitch.
Looks in for his pitch. 0-1 count. 2 outs here in the bottom of the second. Bases loaded. Michigan's up 2-0. Here's the pitch. Swung on, and it's going to be through the infield into left field.
And they're going to send him home.
Greg Pace comes around third. Throw comes. They're not going to cut it off. Greg Pace slides safely into home. That'll be Braden Jeffries to second and Mitch Voigt to first with a 2 RBI single here in the bottom of the second.
Mitch Voigt ups his season total to 45 RBIs. He's got to be happy with that. Just nice looking hard hit ground ball. Third baseman and shortstop there for the Spartans. Randy Seymour and Dayton Murphy do not have a play there. We send Greg Pace home. Greg Pace
got a good jump there. I mean, it's 2 outs, so he was running no matter what.
Yep.
Looks like we're going to have conference here. I don't see anyone warming up in the bullpen for Michigan State, but they might just be giving Jerwa a chance to catch his breath.
It's a little difficult to see. It's a little blocky. We cannot see one part of the mound, but it doesn't look like. But this is the second mound visit of this inning.
Already, yeah. So you'd have to think that's soon, you know. I think about it. So we'll see if Jerwa can get back settled in. He was really settled the first inning. You know, so far Michigan's up 4-0 after the second inning. We got 2 outs now.
And this is unusual territory for Jerwa.
Yeah.
With 2.3 ERA in the season, 6 wins and 1 loss.
Yeah,
Jerwa's not used to giving up 4 runs in the second. So just trying to calm down Jerwa.
We'll see how we bounce back from this.
We'll see. They probably won't take Jerwa out in the second inning, but
I'm sure they'll give him. I mean, he's been their guy. He's gonna have a longer leash. And you know, it's early in the game. 4 runs is still not much in the second inning. I mean, it's a lot of baseball left to be played.
a lot of baseball left.
So we got Braden Jeffries on second, Mitch Voice on first,
and Noah Miller up to bat, the designated hitter.
2 outs here in the bottom of the second.
Number 4 does his little signature before stepping into the batter's box, batting .260 in the season.
And as soon as he steps in, Jura was already waiting for him there.
Still same tempo.
Jura delivers for the pitch. 0-0 count. It looks like a change up there for a strike down the middle. 0-1 count now, 2 outs in the bottom of the second here in Ann Arbor, Michigan. Michigan is up 4-0 in the bottom of the second.
Jerwa staying consistent.
2 outs. 0-1 count here for Jerwa. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed by Noah Miller.
And when I say consistent, his tempo. Even though giving up 4 runs, he's still consistent with his tempo.
He's consistent. As soon as he gets that ball back, he's right back on the mound.
Yeah.
Takes a little bit slower this time.
Because like it's free throws in basketball. You're just keeping that same rhythm and tempo.
Exactly. So Jerwa has the ball back. He comes set now for the 0-2 count. 0-2 pitch. 2 outs. And here's the pitch. Looks like fastball inside for a ball. Just barely missed. Jerwa might have wanted that one, but I think that one looked like it was on the chalk there.
Yeah, and Noah Miller's really close in this batter. Really close to the plate here. Noah Miller probably thought that one had a chance of hitting it, but that was a nice pitch.
Crowding the plate with 2 strikes. I mean, it's a smart strategy there. 1-2 count now. Jerwa sets. Here's the pitch. Swung on. Ooh, check swing. They're going to appeal to the first base umpire, and they said he did not swing, so now it's going to be a 2-2 count. That last pitch was a ball. 2 outs here. Runners on first and second in the bottom of the second inning.
Michigan Wolverines leading the Spartans 4-0. Noah Miller at the bat. Here comes Jerwa.
2-2 count now. 2 outs. Let's see if Jerwa can get out of this inning. Here's the pitch. Swung on 2. That's going to be to Murphy. Murphy's going to sling it over to second base to McKay, and that's going to retire. They're going to get Mitch Voigt in time at second base. It's going to retire the inning there, and the inning's over.
Done through 2 innings, and Wolverines have to be happy with that inning.
For sure. That was a great
Wolverines knock on 4 in the bottom of the second. RBIs, 2 RBIs from Mitch Voigt. Greg Pace gets a run. Matt Spear gets a run. Great inning for the Wolverines.
And now we got David Lally coming back.
Lalley's been playing well.
He's been playing well, but what I will say now is that he had a lot of time there on the bench. Hopefully he was staying warm.
Yes.
He had a lot of time waiting because that was a long half inning there for the Wolverines, so he might be a little bit cold now. So we'll see how he looks in these warm-ups, see how he starts.
And
pitch
up to
count
bat,
is still low.
Yeah, up to bat will be Noah Bright. Lally is 6 up, 6 down, ending on that strikeout. Remember, his first strikeout of the day. So,
and the pitch count's only at 26 right now, so he's been efficient through 2 innings. That's 13 pitches an inning. That's right where you want to be for being able to go deep into a game, like I said at the beginning of this broadcast.
Yeah, he's got great command. I mean, all throughout this game, he's been pitching well, no hits. Lally looking to continue that, keep that 4-0 lead for the Wolverines, and get this to the bottom of the third, where the Wolverines can look to tack on more runs. But the Spartans want to answer here. After their ace gives up 4 runs, the Spartans are going to look back at the bottom of the order, 7, 8, 9.
Yeah, so this is a pretty critical time because you want to answer back this inning, so that's going to depend on your bottom of the order guys getting on base for the top of the order.
Correct.
There. Ideally, you get two of the batters in 7, 8, 9 on, and then you have the top of the order up with 2 runners on base. I mean, that's Michigan State's definitely still they have an opportunity here to
and the Spartans doesn't make good contact. They've been making good contact off Lally, but
only 1 strikeout. Yeah, they've been putting everything in play besides the 1 strikeout. So I mean,
a lot of hard hit balls just going straight to the Michigan fielders, which is good for the Wolverines. But
and I mean, it's a good sign for the Spartans too. I mean, like at some point those are going to fall. They're not every hard hit ball you can hit is going to be an out. So they just got to keep hacking away, chip away at this lead. So
Noah Bright's going to step into the batter's box here in a second. He's from Macomb, Michigan. His last he played in 24 games last season, making 20 starts behind the plate at 14 of those games and batting DH at 6 of those games. So he'll be looking to get on base here.
Lally also steps in, has his pitch already. Comes set. 0-0 count here in the top of the third. No outs here. And Lally delivers. Off speed, outside, low and away for a ball there. 1-0 count now. There's no outs here in the top of the third. Michigan is up 4-0.
Noah Bright is batting .261 on the season.
Lally sets here. Bright waits for the pitch. 1-0 count. And here's the pitch. Swung on, fouled, out of play into the parking lot again.
We'll be quiet here for a car. No car.
No car.
But yeah, nice 1-1 count here now
count.
to Noah Bright.
Through the first pitch ball, but immediately he gets himself back in the at-bat here. 1-1 count. No outs here in the bottom of the third. Or sorry, in the top of the third.
Lally making a gesture with his glove.
Yep.
We'll see what that means. He's going to step into this pitch right here.
Lally comes set. Bright waits for the pitch. Lally delivers. Fastball for a strike there on the outer half of the plate. 1-2 is the count now with no outs.
Lally's been dealing today. That's another another pitch that he's been throwing quite a bit today on the outside corner, painting his edges. Both of these pitchers are attempting to, but Lally's been doing well. He's ahead in the count, 1-2.
Yep, 1-2 count now. No outs in the top of the third here to Bright. Here's the pitch. Fastball up and in for a ball. It's going to be 2-2 count now with nobody on and no outs in the inning. Michigan's up 4-0 in the top of the third.
Yeah, Noah Bright, not the biggest slugger, but definitely a contact hitter. Batting .261, so he's been getting on.
Yeah.
We'll see if Lally can get his second strikeout of the day.
Here's the 2-2 pitch. And Lally delivers. Fastball up in the zone. Lally wanted that. He kind of started to walk off. Actually just asked the umpire if that was up in the zone. Umpire gave him a nod, so.
Full count here for
fastball missed up. So yeah,
Noah Bright. Yeah. Good eye for Noah Bright. Lally did want that pitch though. So
good eye did not chase there. 3-2 count now, full count. No outs in the top of the third to Bright. Lally comes set. And Lally delivers. That time also high again for the fast. That looked like a change up there, up in the zone. So that's first base runner of the day for the Spartans there.
Yeah, Noah Bright draws a walk. Nice at bat from Noah.
Yeah, he battled back there.
Noah Bright
he
there.
Went down 1-2
early
and was able to battle back for the walk.
Watch three close balls.
Yeah, that was a discipline at bat there for Bright.
And now up to bat is Parker Recott, the right fielder, number 13 for the Spartans, batting .262 in the season, starting in 36 games this season. So he's definitely used to the Spartans
Lally
lineup.
Comes set. 0-0 count. No outs. Runner on first. Top of the third here. Lally delivers. Swung on, foul, down the right field line, out of play.
That one
I think
did get a car.
I think it did hit a car, but I didn't hear too loud of a noise there. So I think the car
92 miles an hour there for Lally.
Yeah, he's been sitting there in the 92, 95 range so far. I mean, the fastball has had some zip to him, and he's been having some good command there. So it's been a good game so far for Lally. Got a runner on first, 0-1 count, no outs here in the top of the third. Lally waits, and Lally delivers. Fastball for a strike.
And Noah Bright does have this sort of speed for this Spartans team. He's taking a pretty big lead off against the right-handed pitcher. Lally can't see him. He's got to look back. Opposed to Juro, who can stare right at him.
But also another thing to note, I mean, Lally's still having a pretty big leg kick, so he's not having much of a slide step there. So 0-2 count, no outs here in the top of the third. Lally comes set, and here's the pitch. Swung on, foul again into the parking lot.
Noah Bright has attempted to steal a base this season, so we have to look out for that. But he's not one of the stolen base leaders on the Spartans, so I'm sure Lally isn't as concerned as some other players.
I'm sure that's why he's also doing the big leg kick, trying to just stay in his rhythm.
Yeah, he's focused on the sit bat with Parker.
Yeah, he's up 0-2 now. No outs here in the top of the third. Lally comes set. Here's the pitch. Swung on into center field. Greg Pace not Greg Pace. Mitch Foyt is going out there. Not Mitch Foyt. Sorry.
Colby Turner.
That was everyone was turning around. Greg Pace looked like he had a read on that at first and then stopped, and then Colby Turner out and left. Couldn't seem to find that ball, and then same thing with Benny Casillas there. That little bit of a miscommunication there. Looked like nobody saw that ball.
Yes, but that ball that isn't out. There's no, sorry, the ball dropped. Sorry, the ball dropped. Excuse me.
Sorry about the
confusion
there. Sorry about the confusion there on that call there. The ball was hit softly out into the shallow left. Colby Turner did not see the ball, so he didn't come in. Benny Casillas was getting turned around as he was trying to trail backwards to catch that and could not make the play. So now we have runners on first and second, no outs. Top of the third, 0-0 count here to Murphy, the 9-hole. Lally comes set. 0-0 count now. Michigan's up 4-0 on the top of the third. Lally delivers.
Murphy showed bunt.
Murphy showed bunt there, pulled back. The ball was outside. It's ball one, fastball out.
And Murphy's the freshman for the Spartans, is making his obviously first year shortstop start for the Spartans. No outs. Looking to
Cole Caruso and Jeter Ibarra are both playing in because they're expecting the bunt here. Yes. Lally comes set. 1-0 count. Murphy shows bunt again. Another ball. 2-0 is the count now. No outs in the top of the third here.
Yeah, Lally 2 pitches outside. He's got to bring this one in. Definitely behind in the count. Another 92 fastball there for Lally.
2-0 count here.
Murphy's really, really hugging the plate right now. So Lally just needs to put one over the plate.
2-0 count. No outs in the top of the third here. Lally delivers. Shows bunt again. Pulls back.
Another ball.
Another ball. That time up and away instead of just away. Lally's got to find the command here. The count is 3-0. We got no outs. Runners on first and second right now in the top of the third with Michigan up 4-0.
This is the 9 batter for the Spartans. So top of the order leading off after this batter.
Lally comes set. Lally delivers. Fastball over the plate this time for a strike. Count is 3-1 now with no outs.
That was a nice pitch. Took a little bit off the fastball there to find the plate. 3-0 count. Murphy probably not swinging, but never know. He did not swing there, so it's a 3-1 count.
David Lally comes set. 3-1 count now. No outs. Runners on first and second. Here comes the pitch. Bunted again. That time to Cole Caruso. They're going to try and turn 2 here. Got the guy at second. Cannot get the guy at first.
Okay, so runners on first and third now. Bunted to third baseman. We opt to go to second instead of first, which is a smart play. Murphy has some speed on him, so he got to first base quickly.
And they're trying to turn the double play because that bunt was hard enough that it got to Cole Caruso off one bounce. He immediately threw it to Mitch Voigt over there at second base, but still wasn't hard hit enough for them to be able to get Murphy at first base. So now we have runners on the corners, 1 out. The count is 0-0 right now.
Back to Ryan McKay, the leadoff batter for the Spartans, the second baseman. Where's the number 1 batting .329 in the season? Arguably the best hitter for the Spartans.
0-0 count here, 1 out to McKay. Lally comes set. Runners on first and third. Lally delivers. Swung on, foul. Looks like it's going to be out of play.
This is well out of play. Hit near the third base foul line, but
off of the roof
well out of
the
play.
Batting cage. 0-1 count now, 1 out in the top of the third here.
Yes, Lally looking to get out of this inning here. He's got 1 out. Time is 2:52. But yeah, top of the third inning.
Michigan's up 4-0 at the moment. And 0-1 count here, 1 out, runners on the corners. Lally comes set. McKay waits. Lally delivers. Change up outside. Missed the plate there. He kind of tapped his chest saying, my bad.
McKay has 4 home runs on the season, so he's definitely got some power. 24 RBIs, 13 doubles. 0 for 1 today.
And a runner in scoring position at the moment, so want to be a little careful about this.
Double play ball is in play here. We have a runner first.
Lally goes to pick off at first. Does not get Murphy. Kind of just threw it softly. Keep Murphy honest over there.
We saw that earlier in the game as well. Lally, of course, pitch can pick him off, but prefers not to throw to first.
David Lally,
in the first inning.
1-1 count, 1 out in the top of the third here. Runners in the corners. Lally delivers. Fastball up in the zone for a ball. 2-1 count now here with runners on the corners in the top of the third.
So Lally is finding the home plate, but he's up. Most of his pitches that he's been wanting to umpire, he's asked the umpire even if the pitch was up, and he's finding the strike zone pretty high. Looking to lower this one.
2-1 count here for Lally. 1 out. Takes a breath. Here's the pitch. That time fastball outside. That one trailed away from him. 3-1 count now with 1 out. Runners on the corners in the top of the third.
Last at bat for the 3-1 count. We saw the bunt. Not sure if Ryan McKay is willing to drop down a bunt here. So
I don't think so.
I would doubt it. He's not showed bunt. 3-1 count here to McKay.
3-1 count. 1 out to McKay. Lally comes set. Top of the third. Lally delivers. Fastball up in the zone again. That's going to be a walk for McKay. Bases are now loaded with 1 out here in the top of the third. That's going to bring up Sokolov.
And so we can actually see some movement out of the dugout here for the Wolverines. I'll let you know. It's not. Okay. Nothing going on.
Coach Tracy Smith is just walking out there to talk to his pitcher a little bit, calm Lally down a bit. 1 out. You have a force play at every single base. You could easily get out of this jam here.
Yes, and it's the third inning. No one's in the bullpen for the Wolverines.
Not quite yet.
So Lally's gonna talk to the coach. Try to get settled in here.
Definitely more of a prolonged inning for Lally. I mean, he had 26 pitches going into this inning, and now he's at 46 pitches. So he had 26 pitches first 2 innings. Now has 20 in this inning alone. Definitely think the fact that Michigan had such a long offensive inning in the bottom of the second, I think that definitely played a role because he was a little bit cold, been sitting for a while. But we'll see if he can get settled back in now. We got bases loaded, 1 out in the top of the third. Michigan's up 4-0.
And JT Sokolov is about to bat, the senior, the center fielder wearing number 2. JT Sokolov was all-state in baseball and football.
It's impressive.
Out of Hudsonville, Michigan. He went to Hudsonville High School, not too far. It's on the west side of the state of Michigan.
Grounded out to third base his last at bat.
Yeah, he played 3 seasons at Illinois State, earning all Missouri Valley defensive team honors. So he's definitely a good defensive player. He can hit the ball well. He's batting second from Hudsonville, Michigan.
0-0 count here with 1 out in the top and third. Bases loaded. Lally comes set. And Lally delivers. Curveball inside in the dirt. That's going to be a ball 1.
Yeah, it was a nice looking pitch. It started at the batter, worked its way back to the plate. Unfortunately, it was a ball. He missed the edge there.
Yeah, it was a tad low.
Oh, low. Okay.
At least I thought so.
I agree with you.
1-0 count here. 1 out in the top of the third. Bases loaded. Lally delivers. Here's the pitch. Fastball low and away. Kind of yanked that one. 2-0 count now with 1 out in the top of the third.
And I think if we look down this order, one of arguably the best hitters for the Spartans is Sam Bush. So if Sam Bush gets to the plate with bases loaded, the Wolverines are going to be a little worried. So we need the Wolverines to get out of this inning here. Lally looking.
2-0 count here. 1 out in the top of the third. Lally delivers. Here's the pitch. That time, I'm saying
it hit him.
Foul. It was a fastball inside. Looks like it grazed him maybe. That's going to bring in a run. All the runners are going to advance. And the score is now 4-1 Michigan.
Yeah. Barely got the batter there, but the umpire put up his hands, signaled that it was a hit by pitch, and the runner, JT Sokolov, takes first. Now up to bat is Caleb Berry, the catcher, right-handed batter, batting .336 on the season.
Yep, and we still have bases loaded with 1 out. Sokolov is on first, McKay's on second, and Murphy's on third. 1 out here in the top of the third inning, 4-1.
Caleb Berry's hit 6 home runs on the season, batting with his turquoise bat. We'll see what he can do here.
David Lally looks in. 0-0 count, 1 out. Lally delivers. Swung on, big swing and a miss there by Barry.
It's a nice looking strike there from Lally.
Yeah, he was looking. That's a great jump, bounce back pitch. It's been a couple pitches since he threw a strike. Now he's going to hopefully gets his rhythm back here. 0-1 count with 1 out.
A little off speed and movement on that pitch, 86 miles an hour. So
0-1 count here in the third inning. 1 out, bases loaded. Lally comes set, and he delivers. Swung on again, another big swing. This time tipped and caught by Noah Miller back there behind the plate. 0-2 count. 1 out, bases loaded.
This is a good at bat for Lally. Getting ahead of the count 0-2, especially after walking and hitting a batter in this inning. Bases loaded, Lally up in the count 0-2. Look for the punch out here. Get to that second out. 4-1 lead for the Wolverines. Here we go.
Lally comes set. 0-2 count here. Here's the pitch. Swung on, fouled, out of play into the stands. We'll do the 0-2 count again.
Yep.
Still 1 out. Bases loaded. Scores 4-1 Michigan.
And Caleb Berry batting .333 on the season. Nice player for the Spartans. Down in the count 0-2. We'll see if Lally can get the punch out. Berry steps back into the box here. Lally steps on the mound, and here we go. 0-2.
David Lally, 0-2 count here. 1 out. Bases loaded. See if you can get him here. Comes set. Takes a breath. Here's the pitch. Swung on, chased outside. That's going to be a strikeout for David Lally. That's a big strikeout for him there.
Yeah.
Now we got 2 outs with bases loaded here in the top of the third inning.
Second strikeout of the day here for Lally. That was a nice pitch. Started over the plate, worked off outside, got Barry to chase that. And now I am looking to my left, and there is someone warming up in the bullpen. It looks like number 23 here for the Wolverines.
Will Rogers. He's been probably their most consistent arm out of the bullpen. They go to him a lot. He had a good game in the week.
We'll see if Lally can get out of this inning. 2 bases loaded, 2 outs, 0-0 count, and now here is Sam Bush, the lefty that I talked about, who is a really nice hitter for the Spartans. Has 11 home runs in the season, 48 RBIs. So Lally's going to want to get out of this inning here. The tall first baseman is up to bat.
Lally steps back on the mound, comes set. 0-0 count here, 2 outs on top of third. Here's the pitch.
Just
Change up outside.
Yeah, not a bad pitch there for Lally. Keeping it away from Sam Bush a little bit. Lally taking his time. Look at the pitch count now. 1-0 count. See if Lally.
1-0 count here in the top of the third. 2 outs. Lally comes set. Takes a breath. Lally delivers. Swung on, fouled, outside, out of play.
Yeah, 1-1 count. And the wind seems to pick up a little bit more. I feel it a little bit more. The sun's going away. It's getting a little cloudier. Still, Ray Fisher continues to grow. Yeah. With spectators.
The crowd is continuing to grow. Everyone's pretty engaged in the game too.
Yeah.
Got a 1-1 count now. 1-1 count now. 2 outs in the top of the third. Bases loaded still. Lally comes set. And here's the pitch. Swung on straight up into the air. Noah Miller is looking for it. Camps under it, makes the catch, and that'll retire. That's going to retire Bush and that's going to end the inning, only letting up 1 run there. That was good to get out of the jam there by Lally. The score is 4-1 as we head into the bottom of the 3rd inning.
That was nice from Lally. As we see, Jerwa actually let up 4 runs with bases loaded last when he was up to pitch, and Lally let us 1 run up. Umpires actually looking at Lally.
They do that at every inning.
Every
inning when the pitcher comes off, they have to check them to make sure there's no sticky stuff on their hands. So
Yeah.
Routine check.
Okay, 4-1 lead for the Wolverines here, going down to the bottom of the 3rd inning.
Looks like Will Rogers starting to relax a little bit there in the bullpen. He was starting to throw, but with Lally getting out of that jam there, now he can take a breath.
And then the pitch count for Lally, as we mentioned, got a little high that inning. He is now sitting at.
He is now the pitch count for. Let's see if I can find that on.
He's around 46. Probably around. We'll have that here. So
his pitch count is. Apologize, I did
56.
Yeah, 56. There we go.
So he's throwing 56 pitches this game through 3 innings. A little high, but
yeah, that last inning definitely
got away from him a little bit. But only giving up 1 run. He got out of the inning with he's able to keep a 4-1 lead for the Michigan Wolverines here.
And I mean, we're saying that's high for David Lally. I mean, Jerwa, he already has 41 pitches through 2 innings. This is going into the bottom of the 3rd. So far, I mean, we talked about it kind of how both offenses were jumping on early, trying to run these pitchers out. And so far, they've been able to. After the first 2 innings, it was a little bit slow, but now both offenses heated up a bit, and they're starting to run up those pitch counts. So we'll see if who makes the first, who flinches first and goes to the bullpen first.
Yes, and I believe Jeter Ibarra is up to bat here to lead off the bottom of the 3rd inning. Ibarra, as mentioned, is batting .270 with the hit already this game.
Yep. But that was an RBI, too.
Yes. And I believe he scored a run this early this inning. One of the 4 runs for Michigan. We'll see if the Wolverines. Ibarra is stepping in. He's getting his feet ready in the box.
Jer was already waiting there for him on the mound. Got that high tempo. Michigan State's not really playing with much of a shift. All their players are playing in their pretty standard positions.
Ibarra, tall first baseman. We'll see if he
Ibarra steps in now.
Lefty matchup.
Jerwa waits for the sign. Comes set. Has his pitch. Jerwa looks. Jerwa delivers. Curveball inside. Almost hit Ibarra, but that's going to be a ball for ball 1 of the inning.
Ibarra didn't move out of the way there. Kind of just turned his shoulders.
Yep.
1-0 count. Took the ball 74 miles per hour. So definitely an off-speed pitch there for Jerwa.
1-0 count. No outs here. Here's the pitch. Swung on. Hit weakly over there to Bush. They toss it to Jerwa, and that'll be the first out of the inning there.
Yeah, that bat.
Looks like it got jammed there.
Yeah, that ball cut towards the handle of the bat there. Nice, just soft play, easy routine play there for the first baseman, Sam Bush.
I mean, that's exactly what you want as a pitcher.
Yeah, that was a quick at bat.
Yeah,
very quick at bat.
Strikeouts are nice, but I mean, if you can get soft contact pretty quickly, that's also great. So now that'll bring up Cole Caruso,
the third baseman for the Wolverines,
flew out to center field his last at bat.
Yeah. Cole Caruso is batting .281 on the season, 9 homers, 32 RBIs. Cole looking to get a hit here. Spartans put a little bit on the shifting to the left side slightly.
Here's the pitch from Jerwa. Swung on and through the gap into left field. Hard hit line drive into shallow left field. Nick Williams fields it cleanly, throws it into second to McKay. That's a nice way to ambush him there. That was a nice hit ball. Murphy almost was able to dive for that. You talked about they played the shift and he hit it to where the shift was. He kind of gave a leaping dive for it, but could not quite get there.
Yeah, nice hard hit ball there from Cole. He's nice. Allows him to get a single. Up to bat now is Colby Turner, number 14 left fielder for the Wolverines, sophomore.
So that'll be 0-0 count, 1 out here. Runner on first in the bottom of the 3rd. Jerwa pitches. Swung on, missed by Colby Turner there. It looked like a changeup down in the zone. The count's going to be 0-1 now with 1 out.
The sophomore is 1 for 1 today, getting a hit there in the 2nd inning. Part of the Wolverines' 4 runs, helping that, looking to do the same here in the 3rd.
Jerwa delivers. That's going to be inside for ball 1 of this at-bat. The count is 1-1 now, 1 out.
Well, I've noticed Jerwa's getting a little close to these pitch.
Yeah, hitters. He is. He's been brushing
he
off
has hit someone today, but a little intimidating.
Yeah,
a pitch goes pretty close to you. So
1-1 count now. 1 out here. And the pitch. Swung on. Check swing. That's going to be blooped into shallow right field.
Foul.
Barely foul. He kind of stopped his swing mid-swing, but still made contact with
almost
it.
worked out.
It almost was a bloop little single.
That ball landed probably 2 feet, 3 feet right of the foul line there.
And there was no one. No one there was going to be able to catch that. Bush was not going to get there. McKay and Pico were also not going to get there. So yeah, I mean, he's taking his time to get back to the batter's box. 1-2 count now, 1 out in the bottom of the third here. Michigan's up 4-1.
Colby Turner looking to advance the runner and get on himself. Definitely double play ball is in play with the runner on first here. 1 out. Could end the inning, so we got to be mindful of that.
Colby Turner's got to be careful here with his pitch selection. It is 2 strikes on him, though, so he's got to protect.
Yes.
1-2 count here. Here's the pitch. Swung on. Not swung on, sorry. He kind of started to swing there. Fastball up in the zone for ball 2 of the at-bat. We got 2-2 count now, 1 out in the bottom of the third. To
Good
Colby
check
Turner.
swing there from Colby Turner. 2-2 high. The pitch was high above the plate. So
2-2 count here. Jerwa waits. Jerwa delivers. Swung on, fouled, out of play into the parking lot behind right field.
And he's working that bat pretty well. 2-2 count, 1 out.
Yeah, he's battling. He's protecting the plate right now. I mean, that's what you want when you get.
And we've seen that out of Colby this season, though.
Yeah.
He's able to maintain that bats. Jerwa steps in.
It's impressive for a sophomore. 2-2 count now. 1 out in the bottom of the third. Jerwa delivers. Swung on. Grounded very lightly over there to Seymour. Seymour fires to Bush over at first, and they retire Colby Turner there. But Cole Caruso does advance to second. The ball was hit too weak for them to turn a double play, so we got runner on second now. Cole Caruso's on second. 2 outs now in the bottom of the third. Michigan's up 4-1.
As you mentioned, that ball was hit pretty soft to third base, so Cole Caruso there was able to get into second base. Now up to bat is Matt Spear, number 30, the catcher for the Wolverines, the lefty. So this is another lefty-lefty matchup. Not ideal for the Wolverines, but batting .247 on the season, five home runs and 21 RBIs. Matt Spear looking
we got a runner in scoring position now.
Yes.
0-0 count, 2 outs here in the bottom of the third. Sherwood delivers. Curveball, brushes him off. Looked like it could have been a strike. The ump did not call it, though. 1-0. Kind of brushed off.
Nice looking pitch.
Yeah, that was a nice looking pitch. Kind of buckled Spear to some extent. I mean, he kind of dodged out of the way, but worked out for him. 1-0 count here. 2 outs in the bottom of the third. Jerwood delivers. Here's fastball down the middle for a strike. 1-1 count now.
Yeah, Matt Spear out of San Clemente, California. He's a transfer from San Jose State. He was there for 4 years. He's a grad student. So definitely some experience here in college baseball.
Yeah. Got 1-1 count now. Here's the pitch. Fastball outside. Barry did a good job trying to frame that. The fastball was off the play, probably in the chalk of the right-handed batter's box, but he almost framed that into a strike. That was a good job by him.
Yeah, Jerwood loving to paint.
Yeah.
Trying to 2-1 count here.
2-1 count, Spear. 2 outs in the bottom of the third. Runner on second. Here's the pitch. Slider down and away for a ball. Broke a little bit too much on him, so now we have a 3-1 count here with 2 outs to Matt Spear, and it's we got Cole Caruso out there on second base. Michigan's up 4-1.
And although the slider's missing, it's moving a lot.
Yes, that pitch had a lot of movement on that. So if you can locate that, here's the pitch, the 3-1, swung on, fouled, out of play behind, kind of over the dugout of Michigan. So now we're gonna have a full count here, 2 outs in the bottom of the third.
Looked like a 2-seam there for Jerwa. Not afraid to go off speed.
Yeah.
We haven't seen a lot of fastballs as of late from Jerwa.
Yeah, he definitely after the 4-run bottom of the second, it's looked like he's kind of gone away from the fastball, done a lot more off speed to try and get these hitters on their toes. We got a full count now. Popped up straight in the infield. All the infielders are coming in. Let's see who calls it. That's going to be Seymour calling that for the out, and that's going to retire. It's going to retire Matt Spear there, and that'll end the inning. So the score is now 4-1 as we head into the top of the fourth. And
the sun comes out over Ray Fisher Stadium now. Definitely a nice weather day, but the clouds are playing a little bit of a visibility issue. As soon as the inning ends, actually, the sun pops out. Could have made it a little bit harder for the Spartans to catch that ball if the at-bat was maybe 10 seconds later. But
I was going to say, the clouds have been causing, because we saw earlier where both of us had that little miscommunication because the players had a miscommunication. We couldn't see where the ball was in the air, and I was trying to commentate based on the players I saw running after, and nobody really saw it, so that looked like a little blue pit. That was in the top of the third now. But, we got the sun out, so hopefully those visibility issues are better now.
Yeah. Colin Lally still on the mound for the Wolverines, coming out here at the top of the fourth, take the mound. He's going to warm up. There is no one in the bullpen for the Wolverines currently, so Lally's going to look for another clean inning like the first two. Gave up a run in the third, bases loaded, but he's going to look for a clean inning here. The catcher, Matt Spear, who is batting, who got on base there last. He was the one who just flew out. Yes, he's going to take a little bit of time coming out. To catch.
It already takes a while when you got to put on all that gear, but then especially when you were just the last out of the inning, you got to give him some time. But
and up to bat for the Spartans is Randy Seymour, who made that play to end the third inning. Randy Seymour batting .290 in the season. tall third baseman, wears number 35. We shall see if he can get a hit or Lally can get an out here.
So far, no substitutions in the defensively or pitching. It's the same starting lineup that we read to you earlier in this broadcast. Kind of clouds are starting to cover up again. We got Matt Spear out there to complete the battery, so he'll probably get going here in a moment as David Lally settles in. We have Seymour up to bat, and then Nick Williams and Noah Bright. 4-1 ball game here in the top of the fourth. Michigan is up. They had a 4-run bottom of the second. Couldn't get any across this past inning. Michigan State was able to answer back with 1 run in the top of the third. So Michigan State's going to want to keep that momentum up, get some more runs, chip away at the lead again this inning.
And the damage that was dealt was from the bottom of the order for the Spartans, who are...
Yeah, they were the ones who got on and started that rally. So
it's the 5th batter here for the Spartans, so 5th, 6th, 7th. But in the top of the third inning, it was that 7, 8, 9 batters that got on base, made it dangerous for the Wolverines. Now Lally on the mound.
Seymour steps in. Lally waits for him.
4th inning is underway.
Lally comes set. Seymour waits. Takes a breath. Lally delivers. Fastball cranked out into left field. That's deep. That one's going to be foul.
Another ball hit.
That one looked almost identical to Benny Casillas' hit in the top of the first that we saw, where that was just absolutely rocketed out there down the left field line. But again, this one tailed foul because when you're early on it, like on a right-handed hitter, it's going to curve. It's going to tail a little bit to the left field line. So
and that third base umpire puts his hands up, calls a foul ball. Seymour in. Seymour in for the second pitch.
0-1 count now. No outs here in the top of the fourth. Lally delivers. Here's the pitch. Swung on, fouled, out of play into right field, into the parking lot. Oh, not quite into the parking lot. Now it bounces over the fence into the parking lot, so somebody will get that ball.
Seymour stepping back in.
So far, this is kind of what we saw from David Lally the first 2 innings he pitched. He's been really efficient. Already up 0-2 in this count. No outs here.
Lally with 2 strikeouts, 0-2 count, looking for his third here. Here's the pitch.
Lally comes set. Takes a breath. Seymour waits. Lally delivers. Curveball swung over top of, and that's going to be a strikeout. It's his first. That's the first strikeout he's gotten on the off speed there.
Yes. Lally's looking good.
That was a really nice looking curveball.
That was a really nice pitch.
He'd been kind of heating him up there with 2 fastballs, and Seymour just completely swung over the top of that curveball. That was a great pitch there from Lally. Now we have 1 out, nobody on base in the top of the fourth here. Michigan's up 4-1.
And Lally's like to hover around 91, 92 with his fastball. It goes with the off-speed pitch. Spartans haven't seen it much today and gets the third strikeout. Now up to bat, Nick Williams.
Here's the 0-0 pitch. Grounded to Benny Casillas there at shortstop. He slings it over to Jeter Ibarra at first, and that's going to be the second out of the inning. Quick at bat there for David Lally Jr. Got him kind of chasing on a low fastball. It might have been a changeup. He grounded it softly over there to Benny Casillas at short.
And keeps that pitch count low. There's 1 pitch at bat there for Lally straight to Benny Casillas. So Benny Casillas takes 2 pumps, throws the first, second out of the inning.
So far, that's 4 pitches on the inning. So he's definitely getting back into his groove here.
And now up to bat is Noah Bright, the designated hitter, number 18 for the Spartans.
He walked last inning.
Yes, he did.
0-0 count. Here's the pitch. Not swung on. Sorry, that's a strike down the middle. 0-1 count. We got 2 outs here in the top of the first.
These batters like to give a little check swing. Not much. Not even a check swing.
Not even just
but they're looking to go.
They have very intent. They have takes with intent. Like they start their swing. They very yes, no mentality.
Yes. Right.
And here's the pitch from Lally. That was a full swing. That was a full check swing.
Oh yes, that was a full check swing. 0-2 count here now to Noah Bright, but that's what we that yes, no mentality.
Yeah.
It's an aggressive mentality.
Yeah,
and
that's what a lot of coaches preach. Is about the yes, no. Makes you always ready to jump on that pitch. 0-2 count here, 2 outs in the top of the fourth. Lally comes set. He takes a breath. Here's the pitch. That time, the curveball is going to be outside, low and away in the left-handed batter's box. Couldn't quite locate that. He's going to go grab some rosin. 1-2 count now.
Yeah, we did see him strike out a batter with the 81-mile-an-hour curveball earlier. Tries to go back to that. Yeah, tries to get Noah Bright like he did with Seymour. But still a 1-2 count here.
Yeah, 1-2 count, 2 outs here. Top of the fourth. Here's the pitch. That time, curveball was a little bit better there. Barely. I think the umpire might have said that was high.
Yes.
It ended up kind of high and away for Noah Bright. Umpire called that a ball, so we got a 2-2 count now. 2 outs.
Fans were not pleased with that call.
Noah Bright is battling in here. He started the at-bat 0-2, so a 2-2 count here. Nobody on base, 2 outs in the top of the fourth. Lally delivers. Here's the pitch. Swung on. That's going to be chopped to Cole Caruso at third. Cole Caruso takes a pump, fires over to Jeter Barr, and that's going to beat him. That's going to retire the side for this inning as we head into the bottom of the fourth. Michigan's going to be up 4-1. That was a great inning for David Lally.
That was a very nice, clean inning for Lally. Keeps the pitch count low. He's got that longevity to keep going in this game. Still, nothing really going on in the bullpen for the Wolverines, and nor should there be any action in the bullpen. Lally's been playing well, keeping that pitch count low. 3 up, 3 down in that inning. Manages to get another strikeout and 2 ground outs. 1 to Benny Casillas and 1 to Cole Caruso.
Yeah, it was Cole Caruso and Benny Casillas made those two plays. Jer was back here out on the mound. We have, I can't necessarily say, I can't see everything that's going on in the bullpen. We have some guys down there. Before there weren't even any people in the bullpen.
Correct.
Now we got some guys in the bullpen. Not even necessarily throwing, but just kind of getting warm, doing some J-bands, maybe throwing some plyo balls.
Yeah, and I think we would see maybe the catcher throwing the ball back to the first baseman. Obviously, so from our perspective, the Michigan State bullpen is a little blocked.
Yeah.
But we can't see anything there. Jerwa.
But, I mean, Jerwa had a good inning last inning. So he's,
0 run bottom of the
so
third.
far, he's been really efficient besides that bottom of the second. So we'll see if he can follow up the bottom of the third with another clean inning here in the bottom of the fourth.
And he's going to be looking to do so here in the bottom of the fourth. After the 0 run third, looking to do the same here. And that's kind of the pitcher he's been this season. Obviously, not the second inning he wanted to, but definitely one of the Spartans' best
That's a really
or
nice
better
throw
pitchers.
there by Barry.
And he's going to look to have a 0 run inning here.
Yep, still no defensive substitutions. We got, sure was up on the mound now. He waits for Greg Pace to come in.
Yeah.
Who Greg Pace had a single in his first at bat. Got on base, and then he was the one who scored. He scored from first. I think he went first to.
Yes.
He went first to home, I believe.
Yes, he did.
In that big second inning that Michigan had, he went first to home. He's got some wheels on him, so he's always excited to see once he puts the ball in play. Jura waits for him. 0-0 count here in the bottom of the fourth. No outs. And here's the pitch. Swung on, fouled, out of play into the parking lot.
And so the clouds are back out here in Ann Arbor at Ray Fisher Stadium. No rain in the forecast.
No rain in the forecast, unlike yesterday. Yesterday they had to wait.
2.5 hour rain delay.
They had to wait for a while.
Once again, Joey wasting no time, gets ahead of the pitch clock and back.
0-1 count here, no outs in the bottom of the fourth here to Greg Pace. Greg Pace waits. Jerwa comes set. Jerwa delivers. Fastball in the inside part of the zone. That's going to be a strike. That was a nice pitch. 0-2 count now here to Greg Pace. Yeah. See if he can protect.
So there's that fastball that we haven't seen a ton from Jerwa today. 90-mile-per-hour fastball. He's got some heat. Here comes the 0-2 pitch.
0-2 now. Jerwa comes set, and here's the pitch. Swung on into left center. That's going to be deep in the gap. That might be out of here.
That's a
home
home
for
run.
Greg Pace. That's 2 games in a row now for Greg Pace with a home run. He is on fire right now.
That ball left straight over number 26 for the regional appearances for the Wolverines. That ball is hit hard to deep left center, straight over the pitch clock.
On fire right now.
5-1 lead for the Michigan Wolverines.
That's his little celebration there with Mitch Voigt.
Yeah.
Everyone's very excited about that. I mean, that was, at first, I didn't think that was going to go out because it was hit so low. Yes. That was a very hard hit, low line drive home run. I didn't think it was going to go out. And then I looked at Sokolov in center, and he stopped running, and I was like, that ball might have a chance there.
The exit velocity was hit.
Yeah. Oh my God. That was.
At bat.
Yeah. I wish we could see the exit velocity on the jumbotron there.
Yeah.
But here's the next pitch. It's gonna be
Benny
a bunt
Casillas
for
drops
Benny Casillas.
Ooh, goes foul.
Yeah.
Benny Casillas there has wheels. He's very fast.
And so far he's 0-2 for 2 strikeouts. So he's trying to switch it up a little bit, just get on base, kind of start his day. Got an 0-1 count now with no outs in the bottom of the fourth. It's 5-1 now Michigan after that Greg Pace home run,
which improves his season home runs to 5.
Here's the pitch from Jerwa. Swung on, chased down and away. Looks like a changeup there from Jerwa.
Yeah.
Benny Casillas swung over that.
Benny behind in the count 0-2 here, but he's not used to that. He's used to that this season. Batting 408 on the season.
Yeah,
he's
incredible. He elongates some at bats here. 0-2. Here's the pitch from Jerwa. That's going to be fastball low and away. That one looked close, but the umpire did not give it to him. So now we got 1-2 count here in the bottom of the fourth to Benny Casillas. No outs here. Nobody on base.
It's a good eye from Benny. Benny's got a good eye. That one just outside there. 1-2 count.
Jerwa comes set now. Casillas waits. Here's the pitch. Fastball up in the zone, way up. Could not locate that one.
No chance there. That one just got away from Jerwa there on the mound. 2-2 count to Benny. 5-1 lead for the Wolverines here at 3:19 in Ray Fisher Stadium.
It's 2-2 count here. Benny Casillas waits. Jerwa sets. 2-2 count. No outs. Here's the pitch. Swung on, fouled into the parking lot again. God, that parking lot really just gets beat up throughout the day, doesn't it?
If I had my car, I would not be parking
I would not
there.
be parking there. No,
I'd find somewhere else.
But, yeah, 2-2 count. Benny Casillas is doing a good job fighting here.
Yeah.
No outs. Nobody on base in the bottom of the fourth. Casillas waits. Jerwis shakes off the first sign. Comes set now. Delivers. Fouled off again into the parking lot. Jerwis been kind of working this inside part of the plate with his fastball, and Casillas has done a great job just fouling it off. I mean, so far it hasn't been a pitch he's been able to catch up to and drive with intent, but he's been fouling it off, which is as good as anything.
Benny Casillas has a nice short swing. He's got a compact stance. His swing's quick. Allows that. That's probably why he's got that 408 average. And here he goes. Here's
the 2-2 pitch. Swung on, fouled off again. We're going to do the 2-2 pitch count again. No outs here. Nobody on in the bottom of the fourth.
Yeah, Benny Casillas is battling. Yeah, he's really battling. 2-2 count. Used to these at bats. As we saw, he was down 0-2 in the first, or 0-1 in the first at bat. Almost he hit a home run foul. So
he hit a long strike.
Here comes
2-2
another
count now.
Yeah.
No outs. Here's the pitch. Ooh. Benny Casillas kind of started to swing. That was a pretty nasty curveball there.
That was a nasty
curveball. That was a backdoor curveball. Started pretty much middle, and then it ended up kind of close to Benny Casillas' back right foot.
I'll tell you that almost hit him, and he almost swung it. That was a really nasty pitch.
Full count now. That's going to be swung on shallow into right field, down the line. Let's see if someone's going to make a play.
Foul, but we'll see.
And it's going to be into the bullpen, foul. So that's another life there for Benny Casillas. He's been battling right now.
So these balls, we've seen it twice today now. The balls hit to the foul, to the right foul line. The wind's wanting to push it back into play, and we've seen it twice now. The wind's blowing over to left center field. So when the ball's hit right, the wind's pushing it back in, giving these fielders a chance to. But that one does land foul.
And that was barely foul too. They hit like right on the inside of the wall. So we got a full count. We have a full count here. No outs in the bottom of the fourth to Benny Casillas. Jerwood delivers. Here's the pitch. Swung in. It's into deep left center field. That one's going to be one hop. It's going to be a ground rule double as it bounces over the wall in left field. And, that's a great way to start today. I mean, Benny Casillas has struggled a little bit early in today, but, I mean, that just shows the type of player, type of hitter he is, how he can, immediately flush the first two at-bats and hit a one-hop double.
I mean, that's a textbook at-bat. Goes 0-2 down. He's 0-2 in the at-bat.
That was probably a 10, 12 pitch at-bat there. I mean, he full count, had a lot of foul balls.
Drew pitches a lot there, gets the pitch count up. Benny Casillas just works that better. That's what he does all season.
There's nothing more you can ask for there.
Honestly, pretty replica swing there to Greg Pace. Very high or very low, strong exit velocity.
Braden Jeffrey's going to drag bunt down the first base line. He's going to be retired. He's going to be tagged out, but that's going to advance Benny Casillas to third base. So that's a productive out there for Braden Jeffries. I think that's the second time he's shown bunt too.
It has.
So he seems to be a little bit of a runner there trying to get. And that was a good drag bunt. I mean,
very nice drag bunt there.
Caught him sleeping, but he hit it hard enough though that Bush at first base was still able to field it cleanly and immediately.
He tried to make a little evasive maneuver, goes outside the underpass and gets tagged. But advances the runner. That was a goal position there. So Benny Casillas on third, one out.
Yep.
And now
0-0 count here. Benny Casillas on third, one out here in the bottom of the fourth.
Mitch Voigt up to bat, number 55.
It's going to be a curveball in the dirt. Nice block there by Barry.
Yeah, Mitch Voigt, 9 home runs on the season, looking to replicate Greg Pace Jr. or just he's looking to
get an RBI here. I mean, he doesn't have to do anything special. Hitting the outfield scores him.
He's got plenty of RBIs, 43 on the season.
1-0 count. Here's the pitch. Swung on. That's going to be down the line. He made the diving play. Now they got Benny Casillas in a pickle. He slips. And they get Benny Casillas in the pickle. That was a tough play there. The ball was hit sharply down the left field line, got third base, and Seymour made a nice diving play to stop that, and Benny Casillas had already kind of started running to home because I think he thought that was getting through. And they got him in a pickle there. So that'll take away a run from Michigan, and that's going to be an out for Jerwa.
No longer a runner in scoring position, which was unfortunate for the Wolverines. Benny Casillas, ball is hit straight to third. He's off. He's already off the bat with his leadoffs, bagged with the leadoff. So difficult play for them.
0-0 count here. 2 outs, runner on first. Pitch. That's going to be a fastball first strike. 0-1 count now to Noah Miller. He grounded out to the pitcher his first at bat, and then grounded into a shortstop. He fielder's choice to second at bat, shortstop to second base to end the inning. Yeah. So Noah Miller trying to get something started here. They're going to try and pick off Mitch Voigt, nowhere near.
And that last out from the Spartans there, this is a good defensive out there.
That's great.
Benny Casillas did slip in the pickle. Easy tag, but no longer a runner scoring position for the Wolverines. Runner on first, 2 outs. 0-1 count.
0-1 count here.
Noah Miller.
Jerwood delivers. Swung on into right field.
This ball.
That's McKay is going back.
Oh.
He's on the warning track. Kind of gets turned around, but camps under it, makes the catch. That's a good piece of hitting there by Noah Miller, but that's an even better defense there by Pico. Sorry, not McKay. McKay's the second. Pico out there in right field.
Yeah. So 312 to the wall in left field and 321 to the wall in right field. The wind is blowing to left field, so if that ball is pulled instead of pushed there, that ball has a chance to get out because he did go to the warning track there.
Yeah.
The wind definitely kept that one. Knocked a little bit off of it there.
He got a tad under it, looked like. I mean, he took the outside pitch to right field like you're supposed to do as a right-handed hitter.
Yeah, he only needed a little bit more.
Got it to the warning
a
track.
few more feet there. So 3 hard hit balls there for the Wolverines. Really seeing Jerwo well. Wolverines are up 5-1.
As we head into the 5th inning, it's the top
Wolverines
of the 5th now.
have 8 hits through 4 innings, while the Spartans have only managed 1.
The Spartans also have an error in the game. We saw that earlier. That was the kind of the ground ball up the middle in the big inning that Michigan had, where they dove and it bounced off the glove. Yes, we got David Lally back out on the mound warming up. Everyone's running out to their positions. We'll have Pico, Murphy, and then the top of the order for the Spartans up.
Yeah, and as we've mentioned, Murphy was the one who was part of the 3rd inning rally, one could say, for the Spartans.
He got it going so that their base runners on when the top of the order came up.
Yeah, so he'll be looking to do the same here. Lally with a very productive top of the 4th inning now.
So let's see if he can
top of the 5th, looking to do the same.
settle back into his groove, for the 5th inning. Yeah, pitch count right now is he's sitting at 65 pitches through 4 innings, so that's still under 20 pitches an inning. That's still pretty efficient. Signals to Matt Spear that they are ready to throw down to second. Still no defensive substitutions. Same pitchers are in the game.
Yeah.
No more action in the Michigan bullpen. They got Will Rogers up when Lally was in the jam, but as soon as he got out of the jam, and just like we talked about in the top of the 4th, he had a pretty quick inning, so Will Rogers is getting to relax a little bit.
Yes, indeed. And Lally with 3 strikeouts in the game. We'll see if he can improve it to 4 this inning. But he's pitching really well. 5-1 ball game here for the Wolverines. Throw down to second occurs. Lally's about to take the mound. Cole Caruso heads back to 3rd.
Yep.
Jeter Ibarra heads back to
5-1 ball game in the top of the 5th here. No outs.
Jeter Ibarra back to 1st, and here is number 13, Parker Recott for the Spartans.
I think that's actually Peacock.
Peacock, yeah. Parker Peacock.
Here's the pitch. 0-0. It's going to be a fastball outside for a ball, so it's 1-0 count in here. No outs.
Excuse me there. Parker Peacock, Rochester Hills. He's from Rochester Hills, Michigan. Went to Rochester's Adams High School. He's a sophomore here for the Spartans.
1-0 count now here for him. Lally comes set, and Lally delivers. Swung on, fouled straight back into the screen. It's going to be a 1-1 count now. Nobody out. Nobody on base here.
Yeah, another fastball there. Lally loves his fastball. Keep it around 90 to 92 this game. A little bit of command. It's come off the mouth. The mouth powers have dropped slightly, but it's still 90-mile-per-hour fastball here for Lally.
1-1 count now. Lally comes set, takes a breath, and here comes the pitch. It's going to be upstairs for a ball, 2-1.
Another fastball from Lally. Loving that fastball today.
Yeah, he's been most of his pitches have been soft. We've seen a couple curveballs. We had that strike on the curveball, but primarily been the fastball today. So 2-1 count now.
And it's been working. He's given up 1 run in 4 innings, and he's a pitcher who has a 4.53 ERA. So 3.3 record. Here he comes though for the 2-1.
2-1 count. No outs. Nobody on. Here's the pitch. Swung on, fouled straight back. Pico was on that, but just a little bit under it. He was on time. He fouled it straight back, but just a little tad bit under it.
Yeah, Pico now to 2-2 count. I'm sure the batter and pitcher, obviously Pico would have loved to have 1 strike, but 2-2 count. Lally's going to look for the punch out here. Pico's going to look to either keep this at bat going or get a hit.
Extend this at bat, I'd say. 2-2 count now, no outs, nobody on. Lally comes set. Pico waits. Lally delivers. Fastball again, fouled back. This time right into the press box to a couple rooms down to our right. That made a loud noise, but
if that came our way, our window's open.
Yeah,
that would be that would not be hitting the window. That'd be coming into this booth. But anyways, on deck is Dayton Murphy, but 2-2 account here. Pico is up to bat, looking to continue this as a bat.
2-2 count now, no outs, nobody on. The top of the 5th here. David Lally comes set. Peacock waits. Lally delivers. Fastball outside. That's going to be make it a full count now. Let's see if Peacock has a single in his first at bat. Let's see if he can get on base again here with a walk or another base hit. Lally's going to be looking to not let the first batter of the inning get on base. That's a great way to have an efficient inning. So full count here to Peacock. No outs. Yep. Lally comes set. Here's the pitch. Swung on, hit sharply down the left field line. That's going to go all the way into the corner.
He's going to be looking for 2 here as
Colby
he rounds
Turner
first
is going to be getting into the corner. Yeah, he's looking for 2. He gets the second base, holds up a second base as Colby Turner throws it into Benny Casillas. It's going to be a leadoff double for the Spartans. And part of Peacock, he has a single and a double so far today. He's having a good day.
Yeah, partner. The outfield there was a little bit shifting to the right, not much, but that ball
that ball was
straight past.
Yeah, I mean, it was smoked down the line,
straight past third base,
bounced around there in the corner. Colby Turner did a good job to get there pretty quickly and get that ball in, because that could have been a triple there for Peacock, who's now on second base, and we have no outs.
The freshman D.T. Murphy is up to bat from Crystal Lake, Illinois.
No outs.
Went to Crystal Lake South High School.
0-0 count. Alley looks, delivers. That's going to be a ground ball to Cole Caruso at third. He dives, makes the play, throws it over to Ibarra at first, gets the out, and holds the runner from advancing. Great play there by Cole Caruso.
Yeah, he actually stared down Parker Picote there at second base for quite a while. He knew that Dayton Murphy didn't have the most speed on the Spartans lineup. Stared him down, made the play at first, and now one out for the Wolverines. Yeah, very nice defensive play there from Cole Caruso. Here we go now, the top of the lineup. Ryan McKay for the Spartans. Going to face Lally. Sun's back out.
A ground out to the second baseman and a walk today. 0-0 count, 1 out, runner on second. Lally delivers. Swung on straight back to Lally. Makes the catch on the comebacker. Throws it back to Casillas at second base. That was a great double play.
Lally fired up after that one. Comes sprinting back into the dugout, high-fiving everyone. That was an unbelievable play.
I mean, that ball was smoked right back at him.
Yeah, Lally catches it with the glove. And the runner there, Pico, took a pretty. I mean, I don't blame him.
I don't blame him. I mean, that ball was smoked
so
right
hard
up the
middle.
Yeah.
The pitcher Lally is able to catch that.
Don't
fire it back to second, and there's a double play, half inning over.
Good heads up play by Casillas there as well. Good heads up play by Casillas and Lally to immediately be thinking double play to get the runner, because I mean, as soon as that ball was hit, obviously in the blink of an eye, Lally caught it, and as soon as he turned, Casillas was already getting over there to second base. That's a great double play for them. And yeah, we saw Lally get pretty fired up, because he just got himself out of the inning after letting up a leadoff double in that inning. So he got himself out of the jam.
And that's got to keep. So actually, during the inning, I saw a little bullpen movement, but nothing. It settled back down there. Lally keeping that pitch count low with a 1 pitch at bat to find on that final out and a ground out. The line out double play. Excuse me. So Lally's pitching well. Girouard's back on the mound for the Spartans.
Again, I wish we could see more into the Spartan bullpen. But
gave up that home run last
inning. Actually, I do think I can see. You can see over the.
There
is somebody warming up in the bullpen, kind of pretty far down there, down the line. Can't quite see their number; it's too far away. But looks like they got someone getting warm there. So we'll see how long they leave in Giroux for this inning. Maybe this might be his last if he gets into a jam. We do have the middle of the lineup up for Michigan.
I could be wrong here, but never mind. I am wrong. Excuse me.
It's too far. It's
way too far. It's a right-handed pitcher there warming up for the Spartans. Now up to plate number 26, Jeter Ibarra, the first baseman for the Wolverines, senior, batting .273. He's 1 for 2 in the day, 6 homers, 35 RBIs. Looking to continue to improve that to 2 and 3. Leadoff batter for the Wolverines.
Yeah, we got 0-0 count here. Nobody on, nobody out in the bottom of the 5th. Here's the pitch from Giroux. Swung on, that's going to be chopped over there to Bush at first base. He tosses it to Giroux as he covers first, and that's going to be the first out. 1 pitch, 1 out of the inning.
And Giroux's going to be loving that one.
Sure.
One pitch first batter. Very clean routine play there for the Spartans defense.
Yeah, Ibarra definitely, I mean, he was being aggressive there, just kind of got on top of that ball there.
And now up to bat Cole Caruso, the number 2, the third baseman for the Wolverines, having himself a nice defensive day and offensive day. He's 1 for 2, batting .286. Looking to improve that.
Made that nice little sliding play last inning.
He's had a nice day today.
Yeah.
Cole Caruso, yesterday against the Spartans, he did not manage to get a hit. He's already broken his streak today with that 1-2 with that hit earlier today.
Giroux comes set. 0-0 count. 1 out. Here's the pitch. Curveball. First pitch for a strike.
Pitch.
That was a nice backdoor curveball there to Cole Caruso. Yeah. Started off the at-bat with a strike.
Yeah, 74-mile-per-hour curveball there from Giroux. Very nice pitch.
Yeah. 0-1 count now with 1 out in the bottom of the 5th. Here's the pitch. Swung on. That's going to be out of play into the parking lot again.
Another one in the parking lot.
Everyone's cars are safe. Again, another quick at-bat here for Giroux. He's got Cole Caruso 0-2 with 1 out in the bottom of the 5th here. Michigan is leading 5-1.
Yeah, bottom of the 5th inning, Cole Caruso up to bat. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Jerwa looking in.
Nicole Crusoe
Settles.
waits. Jerwa comes set. And here's the pitch. It's going to be a fastball outside, just barely. Actually, sorry, pardon me. That looked like a changeup, I think.
Yes.
Kind of tailed. It started as a strike, it looked like, and tailed into the left-handed batter's box for a ball. So now the count is going to be 1-2 with 1 out in the bottom of the 5th.
Yeah, Cole Crusoe just settling in. He's got a nice batting stance here.
Here's a pitch from Jerwa. That one got away from it upstairs. 2-2
That was up
count.
by, right over the middle of the plate, but up by the head. That was really high.
Yeah.
Catcher had to reach for that one. No chance that Cole was swinging that one, really. So, hey, here comes a 2-2 count.
2-2 count with 1 out here in the bottom of the 5th.
Pitch from Jerwa, wasting 0 time.
Jerwa comes set. Immediately, here's the pitch. Swung on and missed by Cole Caruso. That's a changeup down. That's going to be a strikeout and another quick at-bat for Jerwa. We've got 2 outs now in the bottom of the 5th.
Yeah, nice quick at bat there for Jerwa. Jerwa's making quick work of this inning. Now up to bat is number 14, Colby Turner, the left fielder for the Wolverines. Colby Turner is 1 for 2 today, part of that 4-run second inning for the Wolverines. 5 home runs, 32 RBIs.
He sits in and waits.
Looking
Jerwa's
to
taking a
give
little
him
bit
a hit
longer. He's waiting for a sign, kind of give the catcher some sort of sign. Jerwa comes set. Here's the pitch. Swung on, fouled straight up into the air. Looks like we have Bush coming in to grab it. He's going to call everyone off, camp under it, make the play, and that's a quick inning there for Jerwa to get out of that one.
Yeah, the lefty first baseman Sam Bush gets under that one, rolls the ball to the mound after the out. That's a quick inning for the in the bottom of the 5th.
Yep.
0 runs scored in the 5th after 3.
Looks like we still have Lally coming out.
Yes, Lally's coming out after 3 consecutive runs scored between the teams, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th inning. No run 5th, top of the 6th, Lally.
The pitcher's definitely settled in a little bit more in that 5th inning. So, yeah, Lally's coming back out. We'll see if Jerwa comes back out in the bottom of the 6th. But
and we might have a little bit of a longer wait here as Matt Spear was on deck there.
Yep,
so he's got to put his stuff on. We'll be with you here until Lally starts us off for the top of the 6th inning.
And for you want to go over who we have for the Spartans coming up to bat?
Yeah, Spartans. I believe it's number 2 for the Spartans. So it's going to be JT Sokolov, the center fielder here, the right-handed batter for the Spartans, is going to lead us off with Caleb Berry on deck, and then Sam Bush in the hole. So it's a pretty dangerous lineup for the.
Michigan taking their time right now to get out to the field. The outfield has none of the out. There we go. Now we have Greg Pace and Braden Jeffries running out, but for a while there was nobody in the outfield.
Same with the Spartans there. No one was on deck hitting. So it took me a
little bit of a lull in energy.
I know. It took a little bit to see who was up to bat. Scoreboard today is, as we mentioned today, they're giving out gifts throughout the game. So
if anyone, I mean, I don't think anyone
is probably
today,
listening from here.
I don't think anyone who's in Ray Fritcher today would be listening to the broadcast, but they're giving away lots of stuff. I think we've had a TV given away.
I heard a Nintendo Switch, a
PS5, a speaker. So they're giving away a lot of good stuff here.
Yeah.
It's a great day at the ballpark, and people have definitely showed out. It's kind of consistent now. It's kind of mellowed out with how much it's filled in, but yeah, still pretty good turnout for a great day of baseball here.
Yeah,
nice rivalry weekend.
Yeah,
Always
Wolverines, as mentioned, are 25-17 on the year, and hoping to improve their home record to 12-8. And as of this way, they held a 5-1 lead. 8 hits in the game for the Wolverines, 2 hits in the game for the Spartans. 1 error made by the Spartans. Now, number 2, JT Sokolov steps into these batters box. Lally looks him down. Lally's still looking at the catcher.
Lally comes set now. 0-0 count in the top of the 6th here. No outs, nobody on. Here's the pitch from Lally. It's going to be a fastball up and away for a strike there. 0-1. Nice way to start off the at-bat.
Definitely got near that corner there.
Yeah,
beautiful pitch from Lally. Lally looks down at the pitch count. JT Sokolov, 0 for 1 today.
Yep. Got 0-1 count now. Nobody on, nobody out. Lally comes set. Here's the pitch. Swung on. That's going to be chopped right back to Lally. He's going to charge in to make the play. Throw it over to G.D. Ibarra, and that's going to be the first out of the inning. Another quick out there for David Lally Jr. there.
Yeah, and Lally did not have any problem throwing that ball to first. Nope. I'm not sure what the underhand was earlier in the first inning, throwing from the pitcher's mound underhand to first.
He had a little bit more of a sense of urgency.
Had to have some pace on this one, as there's a little trap ball here. They're straightforward to Lally, but Lally fields it cleanly, throws it over to Ibarra at first, and retires the first out at the top of the 6th. Now up to bat, Caleb Berry, the catcher for the Spartans.
0-0 count here, 1 out, nobody on. Here's the pitch. It's going to be ball. That looked like a little bit closer, similar to the first pitch of the last at bat. This time it was a ball, so 1-0 count here with 1 out.
Lally's slightly frustrated.
Yeah, that one looks similar to a earlier strike, so I
Yes,
can
it
understand
is.
the frustration there. But, yeah, 1-0 count. 1 out on the top of the 6th here. Nobody on. Scores 5-1 Michigan. Here's the pitch. It's going to be low. Looked like that was looked like that could have been a fastball there. Low. 2-0 count now. Nobody on. 1 out.
Yeah, as mentioned, the Wolverines are having a positive stretch this season. 2 wins in their last 2 games. Oh, one sec. Right here we have the
What's going on here? Oh, asking for a ball, I believe.
yes.
Yeah.
The umpire took time to take break from the game, go out to Lally and tell him new ball. Just waiting around right now. We will be back in this game here in a few seconds as Caleb Berry's outside of the box and steps in now. Here we go.
Now David Lally is going to check his pitch column real quick. He's looking over at the dugout, waiting for the pitch. Now he comes on the rubber. Steps off the rubber now. 2-0 count here. 1 out. 5-1 ball game. Lally comes set. And he delivers. Here's the pitch. That's going to be a fastball up and in. Okay, so the pitch count
says 2-0.
The pitch count said that was 2-0. So I believe that that's just. Okay, so the pitch count on our stat broadcast here in the booth and out on the video board said that was 2-0. I thought that was just 2-0.
So, anyways,
that's going to be a walk.
It's going to be a walk there.
Ball 4 there for Caleb Berry. So now we got a runner on first, 1 out.
The powerful Sam Bush now up to bat for the Spartans, lefty-righty matchup.
David Lally steps in. Engage with the rubber. Here's the pitch. It's going to be strike 1 of the at-bat. 0-1 count now with a runner on first and 1 out in the top of the 6th here.
I think maybe that confusion. I'm not sure what happened that last at-bat. 3 pitches, 4-0 walk there for Lally in that last, but here.
0-1 count now. Lally comes set. Runner on first. Here's the pitch. Fastball outside, 1-1.
Both of his Sam Bush today is 0 for 2, batting .319 on the season. But Lally's in his last 2 at-bats is taking Sam Bush out wide. Really making Sam reach if he wants to hit this. We'll see what he does now in a 1-1 count.
1-1 count now, 1 out. 1 runner on. Lally deals. Swung on straight up. That's kind of over towards Cole Caruso there at second base in the infield. Cole Caruso, sorry, not second, third base, pardon me. Cole Caruso makes the play. We have 2 outs now with a runner on first. Yes, he retires Bush there.
Michigan bullpen has a little bit of action now. A little difficult to tell who's warming up.
I think it's still Will Rogers.
Yeah. And maybe number 41, Grant Bradley as well.
Oh, yeah.
The freshman. So we shall see. But Lally's doing well. Lally's 2 outs this inning, runner on first.
Actually, I think it might be Grant Bradley and Max DeBeck.
Okay, and then Randy Seymour now up to bat for the Spartans.
Count, 2 outs here in the top of the 6th. Lally comes set. Checks the runner. Delivers the pitch. Curveball for the first pitch. They called that strike 0-1. That was a really nice curveball to open that bat with. I thought that might have been low. It looked for a second there that Noah Miller kind of went down to block that, but I guess he made that catch, framed it. We got 0-1 count now in the top 6. 2 outs. Runner on first. Lally comes set. Lally delivers. Another curveball, this time a ball, this one low.
Randy Seymour 0 for 2 today. The top of the order for the Spartans has not been able to do a lot of damage. In that 3rd inning, the bottom got on base for the Spartans, but the top of the order can only get 1 run in. So Randy Seymour's going to be looking to advance the runner at first.
Here. Here's the pitch. Grounded to Cole Caruso, makes the play. He's going to fire it over to Mitch Voigt over there at second. That's going to retire the runner. That's going to be the end of the inning there. Another clean inning there for David Lally Jr.
Yeah, and it'll be interesting. Jerwa is walking out to the mound here. So bottom of the 6th inning, Jerwa is still in the game.
I expect they might have a bit of a short leash for him this inning.
Yes.
Going back to your point about the hits, actually, only 1 player has registered any of the hits for Michigan State. That's Parker Pico. He's 2 for 2 today. Every other player has not registered a hit. Whereas when you look at Michigan's team, this has kind of been something that's been the MO for a lot of them this season. The hits are really balanced. I mean, you have Benny Casillas with a hit. You have Mitch Voigt with 2 hits. You have Jeter Ibarra with a hit, Cole Caruso with a hit, Colby Turner with a hit, and then Greg Pace is 2 for 2 right now. So.
Yes. So. Parker Peacock batting in the 8th spot for the Spartans is not ideal. Like their 2 hit batter on the day to be up in the order, so he gets a little bit more of those at bats.
Yeah.
Spartans haven't been able to get it going on offense today. The Wolverines have been able to. 5-1 lead for the Wolverines here. Going into the bottom of the 6th, we have Matt Spears going to lead us off this inning, followed by Greg Pace Jr., then Benny Casillas in the hole. Matt Spear, the lefty catcher for the Wolverines, number 30. will be facing Joseph Jerwa for the Spartans. It's been a good matchup today. Matt Spears batting .250 on the year. Was part of that four run bout in the second for the Wolverines earlier today. Throw down to second now for the catcher.
To second by Barry there.
41 seconds before he needs to pitch.
Yeah, pitch count is at 82 right now through 5 innings, so definitely on the higher side.
Yes. And here comes up Matt Spear.
Crazy. It's like 18 pitches an inning. I mean,
0 for 2 today.
Yep. Nobody on, nobody out.
Lefty senior here for the Wolverines.
Again, Jerwa keeping up with that quick tempo. He's already ready for Spear as he steps into the box. Jerwa comes set. Yep. Here's the pitch. First pitch strike down the middle, look like an off speed.
That's a good pitch there. Yeah, Matt Spear and Noah Miller were battling out for the spot at catcher. This season, Matt Spear got the job at catcher.
Here's the 0-1 count. 0-2 now for a fastball up in the zone there. So 0-2. Got nobody on, nobody out to Matt Spear.
Yeah, Matt Spear started 27 games this season. The catcher for the Wolverines today. He homered and brought in a winning run against Virginia earlier this season.
And here's the 0-2 count. It's going to be grounded to shortstop. Nice diving play there by Murphy. He makes the throw. Can he beat him? They said that he got him. That was a great play there by Murphy to beat to first off dive and get to that ball, and then also just to be able to make the throw there to get Matt Spear out.
And the Spartans like to see that out of their starting freshman shortstop there, Dayton Murphy.
Yep.
Number 3. That was a really nice play there for Murphy. Dove, able to collect himself and gather to first. Now up to bat, the home run man today. Back-to-back days, Greg Pace Jr. looking to settle in.
Got one out here, 0-0 count. In the bottom of the 6. Here's the pitch. It's going to be first pitch strike. That's off speed down in the zone, so 0-1 now.
Greg Pace is 2 for 2 today, batting .323 on the season with a homer today. The excitement in the 4th inning.
Yep. Here's the pitch. It's going to be foul. That's going to be driven down the right field line. It's going to be fair into the corner. Greg Pace rounding first, going for second. Looks like he's probably going to hold up at second. Throw does not get there in time. Greg Pace is, he's a triple away from the cycle today.
Standing double with a little celebration there from Greg Pace. 3 for 3 on the day. Just as you mentioned before the game, we talked about our guys. You mentioned Greg Pace and how well he's been playing as of late. The center fielder for the Wolverines. He's been able to run under some balls in center field today. Really been batting well. 3 for 3.
Yep.
Now Benny Casillas 1 for 3 on the day.
Also had a double his last at bat. So
he did after a really nice at bat against Jerwa. Here we go. 1 out.
1 out. Runner on second. 0-0 count here. Here's the pitch. It's going to be ball 1 low. So now we got a 1-0 count here with Greg Pace on second base. Score is still 5-1 Michigan.
Jerwa opted for the fastball there, although he had waited. He went away from that from Benny Casillas in the last at bat. We'll see what he does in this at bat.
1-0 count now. Here's the pitch. It's going to be another fastball low this time. 2-0 count now with 1 out. And Greg Pace over there on second base. In the bottom of the 6th. 2-0 count. Jerwa gets set again. Takes a breath. Delivers. Here's the pitch. It's going to be grounded to Murphy again. Makes another play. Long throw. Just barely got Benny Casillas out there by probably half a step. That was a nice play. He had to backhand in the gap there. 2
excellent plays from Dayton Murphy this inning, the shortstop for the Spartans. Really, Benny Casillas has some speed on him. Dayton Murphy was able to collect himself once again. Not really have to dive for this one, but still go down to a knee, get up, fire the ball to first.
That was a long throw
base.
too, and that was like it was like a long one-hop throw too. And Bush made a nice stretch there at first base. So now 0-0 count here, 2 outs. Here's the pitch. That's going to be strike 1 against Braden Jeffries.
In his last at bat, we saw him do that drag bunt to put Benny Casillas to third. Can't do the same here just because there's 2 strikes.
2 outs rather.
Sorry, yes, 2 outs. Excuse me.
0-1 count here. Here's the pitch. Curveball down in the zone. That's going to be a ball. 1-1 now. 2 outs. Runner on second.
Yeah, Greg Pace on second. We know he has the speed. He scored from first to home earlier in this game.
Just legged out a double. So yeah, he's something in the outfield. He's going to be thinking forward here.
Yes.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. It's going to be low. Good block there by Barry to keep Greg Pace from advancing.
Yeah, Jerwa, his pitch count has gone up this inning. Wolverines have tacked on another hit from Greg Pace. 9 hits today total. 2-1 count, 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th inning. 3:49 here in Ann Arbor.
Here's going to be the 2-1 pitch here from Jerwa. Delivers. Swing and a miss there by Braden Jeffries. 2-2 now with 2 outs. Greg Pace on second base and bottom of the 6th.
Yeah, it looked like a nice contact swing there from Jeffries. Wasn't really swinging too hard, but was looking to get something to play. Now he's got 2-2 count. Got to protect a little bit.
Yeah, 2-2 count here. Let's see what he can do. Jerwa comes set. Jerwa delivers. It's going to be fouled, kind of hit him after he fouled it. That's going to be over there by the Michigan logo.
Yes.
We'll do the 2-2 count again.
Jeffries battling this at bat. The freshman for the Wolverines on deck. We have Mitch Voigt, the junior.
This is a good at bat because if he can get on base here, yeah, Mitch Voigt with runners on. This is be great for Jeffries to get on here. 2-2 count now. 2 outs. Here's the pitch. That's going to be ball upstairs, so it's going to be full count now with 2 outs.
Yeah, we expect Greg Pace to be running here always with 2 outs at a full count. Greg Pace will be looking to run here.
Yep.
Be mindful to pick off, but here comes Jeffries.
Here's the pitch. Fouled off again by Jerwa, and they're checking on Greg Pace out there at second base. Murphy is over there kind of creeping behind him, but they haven't really done a real pickoff attempt yet. Just kind of been keeping him honest, keeping him.
And do you think the Wolverines are battling today? They've really been fouling off a lot of pitches. Do you think it's to get Jerwa's pitch count up?
Yeah,
yeah,
for sure. That's been a highlight for the Michigan team so far. Here's a 3-2 count from Jerwa. It's going to be cranked into right field. Cannot be fielded by Greg. Greg Pace is rounding third, coming home. Here comes the throw. They don't cut the throw off. The throw is off. That's an RBI single there for Braden Jeffries. That ball was crushed. That ball was hit sharply there into right field. Bush could not dive to get there.
Yeah, I talked about the speed there from Greg Pace. Really, as soon as that, with a 3-2 full count, he's going to be taken off, and that jump helped him. Ball was hit pretty hard to right field. As mentioned, no cutoff there. Throw is wide of home plate. Greg Pace stands as he enters home plate, and the Wolverines take a 6-1 lead with the hit there from Braden Jeffries. Now up to bat Mitch Voigt, number 55, the second baseman for the Wolverines.
Yeah, 0-0 count here now. Jerwa delivers. It's going to be cranked right to third base, right to Seymour. That was a nice hit, right to jump on him by Mitch Voigt, but that line drive was hit right to Seymour. Didn't even have to move. Yeah,
Randy Seymour makes a nice play there. Hard hit, exit velocity, straight at his face. Makes the catch with the glove. Wolverines are able to tack another one on the bottom of the 6th.
Yeah, now we head into the top of the 7th here with Michigan up 6-1.
And Lally comes back out to the mound.
Yes, he does. They're riding him as long as they can.
Still no action in the bullpen.
I like this move.
And actually, I like the move as well. Lally's been playing well. His pitch count it's fine.
Yeah.
Definitely manageable for the top of the 7th. Lally's been pitching well. He's had great command today. 1 run in 6 innings. That's ideal for the Wolverines. And I will say, last inning, Jerwa gives up another run, but no action in the Spartans bullpen.
Yeah.
So maybe they'll get someone going here as they're batting.
I suspect that might be his final. Final.
I'll look into the dugout here. It's a little hard to. He's tall, but it's a little hard to see him. We'll see what he's doing. Lally is
trying to read the body language and such.
Yeah, Lally's pitching on the mound here.
Again,
we do have some action in the bullpen
to run out to their positions.
Some players are warming, jogging, but yeah, Lally. I like the call here, top of the 7th. Lally's been playing well. Only giving up 2 hits today, just both by Parker Pico. We shall see. It looks like number 10, Nick Williams, will lead us off here in the top of the 7th inning. Nick Williams has not had a hit today, as mentioned. Betting 248 on the season. 5 homers, so he has some power. Could be an exciting at-bat, righty-righty matchup. Nick Williams.
His last warm-up pitch here.
Yep. Throw down to second is
fielded nicely there by Benny Casillas, a little short hopper.
Yep. Benny Casillas and Mitch Voigt are going to touch gloves.
So far, we haven't seen a ton of action from the catchers. There haven't been a ton of wild pitches, pass balls, or there's not been a single attempt to steal. So, you got Nick Williams now. 0-0 count here in the top of the 7th. Nobody on, nobody out. Lally engages in the rubber. Comes set, takes a breath, and here's the pitch. It's gonna be a fastball up in the zone for a strike. 0-1 count now.
Another 90-mile-an-hour fastball there from Lally. A 1 count. Loves his fastball day, and it's been working. Only giving up 2 hits, so I expect to see him go back to that throughout this inning.
0-1 count now. Nobody on, nobody out. And here's the pitch. Checked the swing a little bit, but was successfully able to keep it back. So now we got a 1-1 count on the fastball or the changeup up in the zone.
And we have seen that today. If Lally's missed, it has tended to be high on his fastball.
Yeah, a lot of his misses have been high, exactly.
But 1-1 count.
It's the 1-1 count now. Nobody on, nobody out. Michigan up 6-1. And here's the pitch. Swung on. That's going to be driven into right field, shallow. We got Mitch Voigt and Jeter Barr trailing over there. It's into the bullpen, foul.
Yeah, into the Michigan State bullpen there, as I mentioned. So that one was down the right field line there, right foul line. And I talked about how the wind, I think the wind has died down as this game's gone on. Earlier that ball could be pushed back into play or maybe stay in play because of the wind. But the wind's dying down, and that ball ends up foul. Now 1-2 pitch coming on the way for Nick Williams, the left fielder for the Spartans.
Exactly. 1-2 pitch, nobody on, nobody out. Lally comes set, takes a breath. Williams waits. Here's the pitch from Lally. Fouled straight back. He was on time, but couldn't quite get on top of it. So we'll do the 1-2 count again.
And the freshman is in the bullpen for the Wolverines, Grant Bradley, the right-handed pitcher.
Yep.
We shall see. Lally's been pitching well.
Yeah.
1-2 count here to Nick Williams.
I
That's
think
just fouling one off.
I think his pitch count's good enough that if he has a good inning here, they keep him in.
I agree.
1-2 count now. Nobody on, nobody out. Here's the pitch. Curveball down in the zone. That just barely missed low, it looked like.
Lally nodding his head there.
Nick Williams did not bite at all on that.
No,
he was
I'm
not
surprised.
He was not fooled at all. That was a pretty close pitch. So
the 80-mile-an-hour.
But worked out for him. So
yeah.
2-2 pitch now. Nobody on, nobody out. Here's the pitch from Lally. Come set. Here's the pitch. There we go. That bit on that curveball. In the dirt, made a nice block there by Spear to prevent the drop third strike there. So they'll throw it around the infield. 1 out here in the top of the 7th on the strikeout.
Yeah, the 4th strikeout for Lally on the day. Really nice pitch.
Another one on the curveball, too.
Yeah, another one on the curveball. So early in the count, I noticed that he likes to start with the fastball, and then that's his 2nd or 3rd strikeout today with that curveball, and he's loving it. He's looking good. 1 out here now, up to bat, Noah Bright, the designated hitter for the Spartans.
Top of the 7th now, 1 out. Nobody on. 0-0 count. Lally delivers. Swung on. This can be chopped over there to Mitch Voigt. He fields it cleanly. Throws it pretty nonchalantly over there to Jeter Barr to get the 2nd out of the inning.
And now the hitter for the day for the Spartans, Parker Picott, is up to bat. The right-handed hitter, the right fielder. He's 2 for 2 in the day.
Yep.
Looking to make that 3 for 3. He has been their guy, but unfortunately he's been batting 8th and hasn't had the opportunity. He's not batting early, so he can't get that 3rd at bat early. But here the Michigan.
Oh, they might be going to the pen now. This is an interesting call.
This is very interesting, especially with the righty-righty matchup.
I think maybe because Parker Picott's 2 for 2 already on the day. Maybe they're looking to do that. So? But I don't know. I mean, Lally's been dealing. I feel like at least let him finish the inning. I'd say.
I agree. The 2 outs,
especially it's 6-1 ball game here in the top of the 7th.
We'll see. He's not coming in yet. I take that back.
Yeah. Now he is. So
they are going to actually go to the freshman. It appears number 41, Grant Bradley, is coming to the game. So
for today, with David Lally Jr. exiting the game, his final stat line there, 6.2 innings pitched. He gave up 2 hits, 1 run, 1 earned run. He had 3 base on balls, 4 Ks. He gave up one of the hits he gave up was a double. He faced 25 batters on 93 pitches. So that's a good efficient day. I mean, we talked about it at the top of the broadcast. We need him to go deep in the game, and that's exactly what he did. Put Michigan in a great position to win this ball game and get the standing ovation from the crowd. So. Yeah,
the fans are going to let him hear it. It's been a nice day from Lally, only giving up 2 hits. Unfortunately, 1 run, but he's going to be happy with that 1 run, especially with the ERA of 4.53. He's going to love that 1 run, especially off 2 hits. Now we have the freshman, Grant Bradley's going to warm up a little bit. I believe it's the freshman Grant Bradley.
He's a pretty highly recruited player for Michigan. It was exciting to get him. So far this season, he's only thrown 12 innings, and he's still a freshman. He's got a lot of time. He's given up probably more runs than he would want, but he's an incredible player. He's a great pitcher. One of our members in WCBN actually was calling the team that he played for, the summer ball team he played for. So we know Grant Bradley a little bit. He's a really good pitcher. I'm excited to see him in the game. I've been a big advocate for. I think he should have gotten more innings so far this season.
Yeah, so Grant Bradley has some height, 6'3", 205. He's from Brooklyn, Michigan. He struck out his only batter faced earlier this season. He was D1 baseball preseason freshman of the year. Perfect game, preseason all-conference team. He's an exciting freshman for the coach, obviously.
Yeah, for sure.
Highly recruited. He actually got injured in high school playing football. So they're unsure of the results, but he's proved himself this season. He's the guy that the Wolverines turn to here at the top of the 7th inning, looking to strike out one more batter, Parker Peacock.
The hot hand for hot bat for Michigan State. We'll see if he keeps that up. Grant Bradley, I can kind of see where Coach Tracy's coming from. Change the pitcher because he's 2 for 2. So change what he's seeing, change the pitcher that he's seeing. But yeah. Still got Max DeBeck warming up there in the pen. He's just throwing some plyos against the wall.
Yeah.
Not really warming up with too much urge. Just keeping his arm loose, getting ready for if he has to come in.
Yeah, you think Grant Bradley's, if he retires here, he's going to come out to start the top of the 8th?
I think so. I mean, Grant Bradley so far this season has had somewhat of a short leash.
Okay.
So I'd be interested to see how long they stay in this game. I don't think that he's going to close out the game, but we will see. So we got nobody on, 2 outs. 0 count. Fastball up for a ball. Ball 1.
Yeah, 1 count, 2 outs here. He's got some heat on his fastball as well. He's in the 90s.
Yeah.
90, 91. It's kind of where he's hovering at. His ERA is 8.25, but he's a reliever. So
here's the 1-0 pitch. That's going to be in there for a strike. 1-1 count now with 2 outs in the top of the 7th.
Yeah, nice pitch there for Grant. Right over the plate. No swing there from Peacock. 1-1 count. Peacock's dangerous batter today. Seen it well.
1-1 count now. 2 outs here. And here's the pitch. It's going to be hit sharply through the gap in left field right to Colby Turner out there. It was hit right between Benny Casillas and Cole Caruso. He got all that one. So he's 3 for 3 on the day now.
Yeah, and obviously the Spartans coach knows what he's doing. But Parker Peacock's 3 for 3 today. He's the only 3 hits. So definitely a nice day for Parker Peacock. Yeah. He's got to be happy with the performance today. Sure. Obviously, wish the Spartans were winning. But Grant Bradley's going to look to strike out Dayton Murphy up to bat the shortstop, the freshman.
0 count now, 2 outs here. Here's the pitch. Fastball inside for a ball. 1-0 count now in the top of the 7th. Michigan still up 6-1.
And that was a close pitch, just on the inside there. Doesn't get the call. Yeah. Grant Bradley going to settle back in here in the 1-0 count, 2 outs, running on first.
1-0 count now. Grant Bradley comes set. Here's the pitch. That time again inside. There's going to be 2-0 count now. Missing inside a little bit on this fastball. So he's going to take a breath here, try and gather himself, try and get his command back. Grant Bradley steps in, comes set. Murphy waits. Here's the pitch. That time fastball up in the zone this time. That one looked like it could have been a strike. That was pretty much down. It was middle, but up in the zone. So I don't know. I thought that could have been a strike, but
yeah. Grant Bradley steps off the mound there, takes a deep breath.
3-0 count. Murphy's crowding the plate a lot right now. Here's the pitch from Grant Bradley, 3-0. Here we go. That time, that's in there for a strike. 3-1. That's all you got to do. Find that first strike of the at-bat, and then hopefully that starts flowing, starts coming.
Yeah, and the Wolverines are up 6-1. You don't need to question much, but you do wonder if Lally should have stayed in this game.
Yeah. Here's that 3-1 count now. Come set. Here's the pitch. 3-2 count now on the strike, down and away. Full count now.
Dayton Murphy signals like he's going to toss the bat on the ball
he thought
forward,
that was a ball, but that
tries to
painted that one.
Yeah, he probably tries to play a little bit of mind games with the umpire. Umpire does not budge there. Full count, 2 outs.
Full count, 2 outs, and a runner on first, so everyone's going to be running here.
Yeah, Peacock looks to take off.
Here's the full count pitch now. Up in the zone for a walk, so now we have runners on first and second here, 2 outs on top of the 7th.
Yeah. Lally, I can actually see is now. And he takes his he comes off the bench now, standing around looking at this game. I think Lally probably wanted to finish out.
Yeah,
this
I'm sure
inning.
he did.
But you got to respect what the coach says. Yeah. Now, the third baseman Cole Caruso is going to come in and talk to Bradley, probably calm his nerves a little bit before.
It's good senior leadership right there.
Yeah, before he he pitches to the leadoff batter for the Spartans, the second baseman, sophomore Ryan McKay. Ryan McKay's had a nice year himself. He's from Hudsonville, Michigan. Played summer ball with the Motor City Hit Dogs and the Diamondbacks Elite. He committed to MSU over Michigan.
Yep.
He started 46 games last season, hitting .302.
Here's the 0 count. It's going to be in there for a strike one of the at-bat. That's a great way to start off the at-bat, especially after walking a guy.
And last season, Evan, he was the second hardest batter in the Big Ten to strike out.
Yeah, I was going to say, yeah, he had very minimal strikeouts. So I think, Grant Bradley, knowing that, don't try and go strike this guy out. Just pitch to contact, pitch to get an out here. 0-1 now. 2 runners on, 2 outs in the top of the 7th. Here's the pitch. Fouled, out of play, behind the stands. It's going to be 0-2 now. And
yeah.
I might be eating my words here. I mean, he's got him 0-2. We'll see what he does. I might eat my words about not necessarily focusing too much on the strikeout.
And the Wolverines will not complain there if you eat your words. 0-2, 2 outs. McKay did have a 16-hit streak last season. Not this season, but last season. Batting .325. Here comes the 0-2 pitch.
0-2 pitch now. 2 runners on, 2 outs. Here's the pitch.
Wow.
Strikes him out. I ate my words, and that was a beautiful pitch going upstairs against McKay. Great pitch. Way to get out of that jam for Grant Bradley. That's great. That's great pitching right there.
And you like to see that. The Lally comes out.
Yeah.
The senior gives a big hug to the freshman Bradley. More of a chest pump than a hug. Gets out of the inning. Wolverines are up 6-1 going to the bottom of the 7th. And the Wolverines, anyone that's out there that doesn't know, if the Wolverines hold their lead going into the bottom of the 9th, they will not play the bottom of the 9th. That game will end after the top of the 9th. If the game continues how it is, Wolverines are going to look to tack on a few extra insurance runs here.
Yep. We're at the 7th inning stretch now.
Yep.
Singing "Take Me Out to the Ball Game." And one thing I just noticed on this most recent strikeout is they throw out free T-shirts on a strikeout. So after every strikeout, some of the people working the stadium are throwing out T-shirts for everyone.
If we look down here to the right, a man in a yellow Michigan sweater is about to give us an Oculus.
We have a relief pitcher now coming. So new pitcher in for Michigan State. That is going to be
Dominic Pianto there, the senior right-handed pitcher for the Spartans.
Yeah, Dominic Pianto. Interesting one. He starts all the way on the right side. If you're looking at him from home plate, he starts all the way on the left end of the rubber, kind of starts closed on his delivery, and then really opens up. This is going to be an interesting, much different arm action than we saw with Jerwa. So this is going to be an interesting. I like the dynamic that they have going here because Jerwa was a lot more tall. He was taller for one thing, coming from the left side, a lot more over the top. Whereas here we have Pianto. He's a lot more from a kind of sidearm coming from the right. So.
Yeah. And Noah Miller here will lead off the Wolverines in the bottom of the 7th. Number 4, the designated hitter for the Wolverines. He is 0 for 3 today, hoping to take advantage of this new pitching change for the Spartans. Get his hit, go 1 for 4. Yesterday, Noah Miller did not play for the Wolverines. So,
him and Matt Spear split time kind of as catcher. And so right now, they're both in because Noah Miller's DHing today.
Yeah, Matt Spear had a great day yesterday. 3 hits.
Mm-hmm.
An RBI and 2 runs there for the Wolverines.
Hard to keep the guy out of the lineup when they have a day like that.
Yeah. Matt Spear, unfortunately, 0 for 3 today, but still, Wolverines are winning.
Yeah.
Wolverines will not complain with how today went. It's going.
Yeah, still no defensive substitutions, but yeah, both starting pitchers have now been relieved. And we have
still quite a bit of baseball left to play. We have the Spartans got 2 more at-bats.
Yeah.
Correct. But Wolverines will look to kind of shut the door here.
0-0 count here. Nobody on, nobody out in the bottom of the 7th. Here's the pitch. It's going to be strike 1 on the outside end of the plate. So 0-1 right now.
Yeah, Pianto, the senior right-handed pitcher. He's already back into pitching. Here we go.
Pianto comes set. Noah Miller waits. Here's the pitch. Swung on. That's going to be popped up into shallow right field. Picard is coming barreling in, but he's going to be called off by McKay at second base. That's going to be the first out of the inning. We have 1 out now. Nobody on, nobody out. 1 out.
Yeah, Dominic Pianto's from Hendersonville, Tennessee. He went to high school at Pope John Paul High School. His previous school was Furman, so he's a transfer for Furman. Okay. Senior, has been around college baseball for a while. Here up to bat now is Jeter Ibarra, the left-handed first baseman for the Wolverines.
It's going to be interesting at bat because it's a left-handed, and because he's coming sidearm, the ball's going to look like it's running into Jeter Ibarra. Let's see how he approaches this at bat.
Ibarra is 1 for 3 today.
0-0 count now. Here's the pitch. It's going to be ball outside, just barely outside.
Kind of what you talked about, though. He almost tried to catch the outside corner coming in. That would have been a nice pitch if it landed, but it is a 1-0 count. 1 out.
Yeah, 1-0 count, 1 out. Nobody on in the bottom of the 7th here. Michigan's up 6-1. Here's a pitch from Pianto. Swung on, driven to the deep center field. Going back is Sokolov, and he kind of camps under it now.
Wow.
And now he makes the catch. I thought that ball might have had a chance at first, but kind of died towards the end, and Sokolov was able to make the catch after pacing back for about 5 or 6 steps.
Well, I mean, the weather, it seems to play a factor. It's a beautiful day here in Ann Arbor now. Can't complain about the weather.
The wind
but the wind's died down.
Exactly.
And he caught that ball at the warning track. Probably just needed a few more feet there to see that one over the fence. And I think if he hits that early this game, that ball might go out like Greg Pace's. But we shall see. Now up to bat, number 2, Cole Caruso.
Pianto comes set. Here's the pitch. It's going to be a strike on the outside part of the plate. So we got 0-1 count now, 2 outs. Off speed there.
Slightly ahead in this with an 0-1 count. Caruso looking to settle into this at bat.
Slight shift in the MSU defense. And here's the 0-1 pitch. Swung on up the middle. That's going to get through the shift into center field. Sokolov's going to field that cleanly, and that's going to be a single for Cole Caruso.
In hindsight, it's 20/20, but if they don't make that shift there, the shortstop would be in that almost natural position to ground that, go to first. But they do make the shift. He's able to hit to the right of the shortstop, find the way to the ball finds its way to the outfield, and we have a single there for the Michigan Wolverines. Now up to bat, Colby Turner, number 14, left field sophomore. Colby Turner is 1 for 3 today, batting .246 on the season. He's going to look to get him hit himself with 2 outs here. Excuse me. Never mind. Jonathan Kim, pinch hitting for Colby Turner. The broadcast booth had it wrong. Number 21, Jonathan Kim.
Jonathan Kim as a guy that he's coming to pinch hit a lot. And almost every time I've seen this guy pinch hit, he's come in and gotten a hit. He's in great clutch situations, and he's been great when you just throw him in there off the bench. So Pianto will deliver.
As you mentioned, Jonathan Kim is batting .298 on the season.
Yeah.
He will be taking left field for Colby Turner.
And just a quick point now, because it's 2 outs. He's batting .424 with 2 outs. So he's definitely a guy you want pitch hitting late in the game with 2 outs and a runner on base.
And Colby Turner gives them that righty-righty matchup, which they would prefer the lefty-righty. Here comes the 0-1.
Tries to pick off, could not get Cole Caruso over there.
Ball goes back to the pitcher.
0-1 count, 2 outs here in the bottom of the 7th. Michigan is up 6-1.
Jonathan Kim, the junior, pinch hitting. First at bat of the day for Kim.
Let's see what he can do here. Pianto sets. Here comes the pitch. It's going to be strike down in the zone. It's going to be strike 0-2 now. Let's see how Jonathan Kim can battle here.
Yeah, 2 outs, 79 mile per hour pitch. Nice pitch from Pianto there. Kim's got to settle in. Battle here. 2 outs. Or 2 strikes, sorry. Excuse me.
0-2 count now. Pianto settles. Kim waits. Here's the pitch. It's going to be outside for a ball. That was close, but outside. 1-2 count now.
Yep, Wolverines are up 6-1 in this ball game here in Ann Arbor. Pretty much have dominated this game. 11 hits to 3 hits, all 3 coming from Parker Peacock for the Spartans. But here comes the pitch to Jonathan Kim. 1-2
count now. Kim waits. Here's the pitch. Outside again. 2-2 count now. Good at bat here so far for Jonathan Kim. Pianto's going to want to get settled back in here. And battle back with strike.
Cole Caruso has stolen the base. He's 2 for 2 on stolen base attempts this season. So.
2-2 pitch. And just as you say that, he goes for a steal. Pitch was low, and Cole Caruso slides safely into second base and the stolen base. You might be psychic.
I don't know what happened there. I just he had a big lead.
Also, first
Pianto was pretty.
First time we're facing a righty pitcher too in the game.
And Pianto looked him off already. Probably Caruso thought he might actually have the go-ahead because he's probably not going to look back again. So
2-2 count now. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed by Jonathan Kim. He looks like he might have tipped it, but it was caught by Barry back there behind the dish. So that'll end the inning as we head into the 8th. Michigan is still up 6-1. It's been a little bit since we've scored a run here now. Just scoreless 7th inning.
Number 35, Alfredo Velasquez, is on the field for the Wolverines. Does he go back into the dugout? Okay, no. So it appears that Bradley's coming back out to pitch here. Number 41, the freshman for the Wolverines, looking to get the Wolverines through this 8th inning.
I'm looking at our stat broadcast, and it looks like the only defensive Looks like, Jonathan Kim might be coming in for Colby Turner. And
Yep.
on defense, he's going to be going out there to the left, it looks like.
Oh, no. 35. Alfredo Velasquez is going to go out, too.
You were right. Okay, so I think Jonathan Kim's going to probably go out to right field, and Greg Pace is going to go back out to center. Infield stays the same. Still have Jeter Ibarra at first base, Mitch Voigt at second, Benny Casillas at shortstop, and Cole Caruso at third. Grant Bradley's still on the mound today.
Yeah, and in that case, Brandon Jeffries is heading out there to right, so I think Jonathan Kim's actually done today.
Oh,
unless he's designated hitting.
I guess he was just coming in. Yeah, just coming in for
the pinch hit. And
just coming in to pinch hit.
Now we have Alfredo Velasquez, the sophomore.
Yep. Greg Pace center, and then Braden Jeffries.
Left-handed hitter is there in left field, warming up with A.J. Roush.
So far, the lineup right now for MSU looks the same besides the pitching change there. Sokolov is warming up right now with Barry behind him.
JT Sokolov is having a nice day today. Unfortunately, he's been putting the ball in play, but just not able to get a hit. But he's been one of the Spartans' better contacts today. They've just found some hard-hit balls to the outfield. Yeah,
grounded out to third base, grounded out to first base, and was hit by a pitch, which was an RBI.
Yes.
So he has their lone RBI. So it hasn't been. You're right. He'd want to get some hits, but I mean he's been having productive at bats, and he had a very productive second at bat where he got hit by a pitch. So.
And I believe he lined out straight to Cole Caruso.
I think they were just great. It says ground balls to Cole Caruso and Jeter Ibarra.
Well, JT Sokolov hoping to take advantage of the new pitcher, the freshman.
They've still got Grant Bradley on the mound here, so 0-0 ball game here in the top of the 8th. Michigan's up 6-1. There's nobody on, nobody out.
JT Sokolov settling in.
0-0 count, rather, not 0-0 ball game, 6-1 ball game. 0-0 count here. And here's the pitch from. It's gonna be hit out into shallow right field. Not going to be called off by the outfield. Mitch Voigt calls off Jeter Ibarra there. Trails. That's a nice play by Mitch Voigt there. He ran a long way to get that one.
Jeter Ibarra gives Voigt a little look there. Ibarra had to take maybe 5 steps backwards, while Mitch Voigt takes about 20 to get over there. So those two are joking a little bit. The vibes are good here with the 6-1 ball game. Everything's going well for the Wolverines today. Now up to bat number 31, Caleb Berry, the catcher, right-handed hitter for the Spartans. The Wolverines just look like they're having fun today.
Oh, yeah. Here's the pitch. Going to be strike one in there. 0-1 count now with 1 out.
Nice pitch there from Grant Bradley. Number 19, Brandon Mann, is in the bullpen for the Wolverines, throwing that heavy ball. So we shall see. Now
0-1 count now, 1 out. Nobody on base in the top of the 8th. Here's the pitch. Fastball up and in. Missed Barry there.
Yeah, just a little sending a message there. Barry 0 for 2 today, batting .331 on the season though, so he is a dangerous hitter.
Here's the pitch, 1-1. Cranked out into center field. Greg Pace going back. He's going to be there. He's going to get to the spot there. Nice play there. Just kind of tailing away from him, made the catch.
Almost saying my words there about the dangerous hitter. You almost I think that thing was pretty close to the warning track, if not on the warning track with Greg Pace. But he's got that speed as we've talked about today.
Yeah, Greg Pace. Great day for Greg Pace today.
Great day for Greg Pace.
That's so far. I think
3 for 3.
If I had to pick a player of the game, I'd pick either Greg Pace or David Lally for the Wolverines today.
I'd agree. I think I might give the nod to Greg Pace, batting 3 for 3 with a homer. Now up to bat, Sam Bush, number 24, the first baseman for the Spartans. Big guy.
2 outs. Nobody on. 0-0 count. Here's the pitch. That's going to be flared into shallow left field. Cole Caruso and Benny Casillas ranging out there. Benny Casillas calls him off, and he makes the catch to end the inning. Really efficient inning there for Grant Bradley. So we're going to head into the bottom of the 8th already. Score is still 6-1 Michigan.
And if you were to take a guess here, do you think Grant Bradley comes back out at the top of the 9th?
I think so. I haven't seen enough action, I feel like, in the bullpen. Yeah. There's guys warming up, but not enough to the point where I think they could be ready to go out, in 5-10 minutes when it's the top of the 9th there. But yeah, we head into the bottom of the 8th, and 6-1 ball game. Michigan's up.
Yeah, Michigan's had fun today, as I've mentioned. The players getting along well. Everything seems fun out there. The same pitcher, Dominic Pianto, is back out there for the Spartans to try to hold the Wolverines to their 6 runs in the bottom of the 8th. Yeah, Spartans are going to need to get something going. They will have Randy Seymour in the top of the 9th, and they need to. They're 5 down. They're 5 runs down right now, and we'll need to get that back up in the top of the 9th, assuming Pianto can hold the Wolverines to 0 runs in this bottom of the 8th. But yeah,
somebody just won their PlayStation out in the crowd.
Yeah, a lot of gifts. Last gift was an Oculus.
Oh
so
wow,
we are really.
We're up in the
Wolverines are giving out gifts.
Wow. Still have a Dominic Pianto on the mound here for the Spartans.
And then 2 bats. I believe it will be Matt Spear, the catcher for the Wolverines, as Kim has just pinch hit to end off the last inning. So Matt Spear will be up to catch for the Wolverines, followed by Greg Pace on deck and Benny Casillas in the hole. Throw down to second. Nice play by
David Lally walking around in between the bullpen and the dugout. His day's over, so he just gets to
and he had a
sit
great
back
day.
And relax.
1 earned run.
Yeah, 1 earned run. Through 6.2 innings pitch. I mean, that's just a great day.
Yes.
So now we have, like you said, we have Matt Spear coming up to the plate now. 0-0 count. Nobody on, nobody out here in the bottom of the 8th. Michigan's up 6-1.
Kendrick Lamar is his walk-up song. Matt Spear settling the left-handed batter on the right-handed pitcher. Here comes the pitch.
Okay, here's the pitch. It's going to be in there for a strike. Again, we talked about how his ball looks like it runs a lot to inside on left-handed hitter. So he started that in the right-handed batter's box, and it clipped the edge of the plate there.
Very nice pitch there.
Yeah. 0-1 count now. Here's the pitch from Pianto. He cranked into right center field, but right to
the right fielder
over there.
Parker Peacock's had a great day today.
I thought that ball had a chance to get there in the gap, but it looked like it kind of trailed back towards Peacock out there in right field.
Now,
nice play.
Here comes Evan's guy.
Yep.
Greg Pace Jr. 3 for 3 today with the home run. He's 3 for 3 on the day, batting .333.
Yep.
With the homer. Yeah. Great day for Greg Pace.
See what he can do here.
To continue that.
0-0 count. The pitch. It's going to be low for a ball.
Yeah, it's low. The third baseman for the Spartans, Randy Seymour, is playing a little bit in. He's toes are on the grass here. Probably
1-0 count now, 1 out. Here's the pitch from Pianto. It's going to be fouled off into the Michigan dugout. 1-1 count now. It was an aggressive-looking swing there from Greg Pace.
1-1 count on an off-speed pitch there from Pianto. Greg Pace just wasn't ready for it, I don't think. I don't think he's expecting off-speed there. He's settling back in. Here comes the 1-1.
1-1 pitch now. 1 out, nobody out. Here's the pitch from Pianto. That's going to be in there for a strike. 1-2 count now. Off-speed.
Yeah, that was similar to his first pitch in this at-bat. That was a ball. He's able to elevate that one a little bit more to catch the strike zone. Greg Pace goes by looking at that one. Here comes the 1-2
count
pitch.
now with 1 out. And here's the pitch. It's going to be grounded to short, and Murphy fields it cleanly. Fires over to first. Greg Pace is able to beat it out. Greg Pace has some wheels. He ended, and we just see right now, he ended his run pretty much in the Michigan State bullpen practically.
Yeah.
He was moving down the line.
And we talked about that speed. We talked about that all day. He's able to move around the bases. He's able to move the outfield. He's able to get from home to first.
And it's not even just like the actual pure speed. It's the hustle. I mean, it's a routine ground ball to shortstop, and he was able to beat that out because he hustled right out of the batter's box.
And we've seen Dayton Murphy make great plays today at short. We know he's a really good freshman for the Spartans on the defensive end. And so Greg Pace was just able to out-hustle there. Taking the lead off, and here comes Ben Casillas up to bat.
1 out. 1 runner on. Here's the pitch.
Greg Pace
Pace
stealing.
Steals. The throw is not in time. Greg Pace gets there. Throw looked a little bit low. Greg Pace just has wheels right now.
Greg Pace is just doing whatever he wants today.
Exactly.
Homer.
This is Greg Pace's game.
Yeah. Greg Pace is looking really good today. Ben Casillas with that pink bat tape. Able to pop. 1 for 4 today for Benny. 409 batting average. Here comes the 0-0.
No, 1-0 count.
Excuse me.
1-0 count. It's going to be flared into shallow center field. That's probably not going to drop there. Nice catch out there by McKay to trail backwards and make that because neither Sokolov or Peacock were making that play.
Yeah, Benny Casillas 1 for 5 in the day. I'm sure he would have liked a little bit better today, but he still got his hit. He's had some hard hit balls today.
He has. I mean, I really wanted that first one to go. That would have been such a tone setter for the game. If he
lead
just
off at bat, I know.
Run. But yeah, we got Greg Pace here on second. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 8th.
Up to bat is the freshman Brandon Jeffries, the right fielder batting lefty.
0-0 count here. And here's the pitch from Pianto. And it
drills
hits,
him again.
And it hits Braden Jeffries, his second hit by pitch. That one looked like it hurt a little bit more. He kind of let out a groan.
That hit him in between the numbers.
Yeah, square in the back.
Yeah, he's still feeling that one as he walks his way down to first. But, yeah, he's taking 2 bruisers today.
Mm-hmm.
He'll be feeling that tomorrow. But I'm sure he won't complain. He got his way to first.
Yeah, hey. That helps the
and here comes Mitch Voigt, the second baseman for the Wolverines, 2 for 4 today, batting .372.
Already has 2 RBIs.
Spartans should be worried here.
0-0 count now. Here's the pitch. Low. Yeah, so he's got a runner in scoring position, another runner on first base. Already has 2 RBIs on the day, so this is who you want.
Yeah.
You know, 2 outs, bottom of the 8th here. Michigan's up 6-1. This is who you want.
He has hit 9 homers on the season. Well, watch out for that, the slugger.
And here's the pitch from Pianto. It's going to be cranked out into left center. You might have just called it. And it's out of here. That's a home run for Mitch Voigt. Cranked out into left center. That one, similarly to Greg Pace, that one got out in a hurry. That was a low-line drive home run.
Yeah, Mitch Voigt ups his counter to 48 RBIs on the season, 10 homers. He hits the double-digit home run season for Mitch Voigt. That ball was hit hard. That ball was hit really hard.
Great. And that's one of the deepest parts of the park too, because it's where in left center, it's where the wall kind of starts angling out farther. So. And
that he had enough room. He could have.
He cleared that.
He cleared it. Very nice hit. Really well struck there from Mitch Voigt.
I think you should go buy a lottery ticket.
I
this
think
is the second time now where you have immediately called something.
I know. It's a little surprising. 9-1 ball game for the Michigan Wolverines.
And fouled off there by Noah Miller. 0-1 count now, 2 outs. Nobody on, nobody out after that home run by Mitch Voigt. The score is, like you said, 9-1 Michigan.
Michigan fans are into it here today. Sun's out. Beautiful day in Ann Arbor. Up to bat. Noah Miller.
That's going to be hit sharply to Murphy over there at short. He makes a nice play, fires the first base, makes a beautiful scoop there. That was a little bit of an errant throw there by Murphy, but that was a beautiful pick by Bush there to get that out and end the inning, stop the bleeding.
Yeah, so we talked about how Dominic Pianto needed to keep that to about a 5-run game in order for the Spartans to really have a chance. It is now an 8-run difference, 9-1. Michigan Wolverines are up here in the top of the 9th. If the Wolverines can keep the Spartans to under 7 runs scored this inning, Michigan will come away with a win and improve their record to 26-17. Wolverines have looked very good today. The Spartans will drop their 3rd in a row. Granted, they lose this
Michigan
game.
Will game's not over, yes.
Game's not over, but
yeah, Michigan picks up their 3rd win in a row, and that ball got out of there in a hurry.
It did. It's tough to win a baseball game when only one person is able to register a hit for you. And it's just hasn't been the day hitting for the Spartans as they would wanted. So it is, Grant Bradley to take the mound once more for the Michigan Wolverines to end out this game. Number 41. And I don't think there's any other substitutions on defense. Just 3 outs, and Michigan will improve their record and get to important. They'll be 500 in the conference. They'll be 10-10 in the conference.
That's big. With the expansion of the conference, the Big Ten has gotten a lot more competitive. So picking up these weekend series are a big deal now.
Yeah, and up to bat here first for the Spartans to try to get something going will be Randy Seymour, the junior. Played in 40 games, started in all 40 for the Spartans this season. So Wolverines have 3 outs to go to win the baseball game and get their 2nd straight win on the Spartans. I
mean, I like what you said. Yeah, it's hard to win a game when only one player is registering your hits. Because I just looked at the Michigan lineup, and 2 players have 7 hits for Michigan, with Mitch Voigt being 3 for 5, Greg Pace being 4 for 4. It's a tough break. They had some hard hit balls so far today, and obviously game's not over. We're talking maybe 2 definitively. The game still have. It's the top of the 9th to play, but
the fans seem to think it's over. A few of them are clearing out. But yeah, fun day for the Wolverines. 2 home runs.
Always love to be able to see a home run at the ballpark.
Yeah, Greg Pace improves his season to 5 home runs. Mitch Voigt improves it to 10 home runs. Both. Greg Pace was a solo shot. Well, Mitch Voigt scored. It was a 3-run home run.
Bomb there.
So here comes Grant Bradley.
Randy Seymour stepping in. 0-0 count. Nobody on, nobody out in the top of the ninth here. Here's the pitch. That's going to be in there for strike one.
Yep, well on his way to his first out of the 3 outs needed to solidify this game for the Michigan Wolverines, and what a day it's been for the Wolverines. The infield is in a shift.
Here's the pitch. It's going to be fouled off, back behind the play, out of the stadium. 0-2 count now. Nobody on, nobody out. Grant Bradley getting up in the count early in this at-bat.
Yep.
Michigan is up 9-1.
Time is 4:30, about a 2.5-hour game here for the Wolverines, as long as they can close this ball game out in the top of the ninth here with a few quick outs, but 0-2 count.
Here's the pitch. It's going to be fouled off again behind the plate, out of play.
Another one close to the broadcast.
Yeah, I really wish we got a foul ball.
I wouldn't mind one, yeah.
We get that one that barely hit the net, but if that didn't hit the net, that was coming
straight at us. 0-2 count here for Randy Seymour.
Nobody
As
on,
mentioned, no one
out.
has hit a hit today besides Peacock.
Here's the pitch. Up in the zone. That's going to be a ball. 1-2 now.
I would imagine that the pitch is going to be inside here with the shift,
yeah,
trying
with
to
the
get him
shift,
to pull it.
Yeah, with the shift, they're going to definitely try and get him.
Try to jam him here.
Good eye there. 1-2 count now. And here's the pitch.
That's high and away.
That time high and away. So not exactly what we were thinking, but I like what you were thinking.
And we do have someone in the bullpen here for the Wolverines. Can't get a gauge on who it is yet, but
2-2 count now in the top of the ninth here. Nobody on, nobody out.
Yeah.
And here's the pitch from Bradley. It's gonna be fouled off again. Oh, this one's over towards the parking lot. Hopefully no cars. Didn't hear any crowd, so I think everyone's safe.
Yeah, 2-2 count here in the top of the ninth inning for Grant Bradley, pitching to Randy Seymour. Just not been the day the Spartans wanted, and especially Randy Seymour wanted. He's batting .284. He's a good hitter. Just hasn't been able to make contact and put one in play.
There's the 2-2 pitch. It's going to be swung on into
right center.
That's going to drop for a base hit. Braden Jeffries gets there before Seymour can advance to second. So that's going to be a leadoff hitter on here in the ninth for the Spartans.
And the Spartans like to see that. They're able to get their second batter a hit today. Now up to bat is Nick Williams, the right-handed left fielder. And they need to put their rally caps on. They need a battle here in the top of the ninth inning to get something going. The leadoff single definitely helps.
Yep. 0-0 count now. And here's the pitch. That's high for a ball. We got a runner on first. Nobody out.
Nick Williams will be looking for a double play. Oh, does not want a double play ball here.
Yeah.
Sorry, Grant Bradley will be looking for a double play ball. Nick Williams hits in a double play. The Spartans' odds get even lower than they already are.
1-0 count. Here's the pitch. That's in there for a strike. Nice frame there by Matt Spear.
Yeah, Matt Spear's he's done well framing the pitches today.
Yeah.
Some pitches definitely on the edge, could go either way, and Spear's been able to frame the ball well
he's
today.
Been able to steal some strikes.
Here comes a 1-1 count.
Runner on first, 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. It's going to be swung on into center field. Greg Pace ranging forward, cannot get there. Bounces forward, tries to throw to second, but could not get him in time there.
Yeah,
that's close.
That's pretty odd. He got closer than I expected.
It was close, because I think it was Seymour. He was on first base. He didn't quite get the initial read off the ball. Thought that Greg Pace might have been able to catch that, so he didn't run immediately. And Greg Pace heads up play, almost threw him out at second. But 2 runners on now in the top of the ninth. No outs.
I believe it's Brandon Mann in the bullpen here for the Wolverines, a right-handed pitcher. We will monitor that. We will let you know if he comes into the game. But Grant Bradley, he's got runners on first and second, 0 outs. Here comes the pitch. Strike.
It's going to be in there for a strike. It's going to be a 0-1 count now.
Yes, to Noah Bright, 0 for 2 on the day.
Yep.
Not the biggest slugger for the Spartans, and they need some power here.
Runners on first and second. Nobody out. 0-1 count here. And the pitch from Bradley. That's high for a ball. 1-1 now.
Yeah, Noah Bright struggled today. Yesterday, Noah Bright had a hit. He registered a hit and a run there for the Spartans, so he's trying to get back in a hit for the Spartans.
Bradley comes set. Here's the pitch. In there just barely for a ball. Not in there. That was just barely a ball. I thought that might have been able to steal that strike there. Matt Spear did a good frame job there.
Oh, yeah.
2-1 count. 2-1 count there. Oh, nobody out. 2 runners on. Grant Bradley comes set. And here's the pitch. That's going to be lined into center field to Greg Pace. Runners are going to round third, hold up at second base. There's going to be a run scored on this. We have runners on first and second now from the RBI single there by Noah Bright. They're starting to heat up a bit, the Spartans.
They are. I'm afraid it might be a little too late for the Spartans, but we're not going to count them out. I mean, there's runners on first and second. They just scored a run. It's a 9-2 ball game here.
And
Wolverines are up in Ann Arbor.
Too, so.
Yeah, we'll see if there's if the Wolverines change anything with the pitching here. Everything looks to be steady and constant.
Yeah.
Nothing's coming up.
I think they're going to let Grant Bradley get, try and get it out here.
Here, maybe Tracy.
Here's Coach Tracy.
Coach Tracy is going to make a mound visit here. We will let you know if there's a pitching substitution, but it could just be a mound talk.
Brandon Mann's still throwing in the bullpen, doesn't look like. I don't think it's going to be a change of pitchers there. Brandon Mann still seems to be pretty.
And I think that's Brandon Mann there.
I think it could be.
We will let
19.
you know. It's, a little far away though.
Oh, you could look up on.
Brandon Mann did pitch in the game yesterday.
So no pitching change here. Grant Bradley is staying in. We got. Again, just a reminder, we have runners on first and second, no outs, top of the ninth here. Michigan is up 9-2. And, 0-0 count. Let's see if Sparty can keep adding out some runs and if Grant Bradley can get out here.
Yes.
0-0 count now. Grant Bradley comes set. Checks the runner at second. Here's the pitch. In there for a strike. 0-1.
Yeah, Parker Peacock, their star today. He's 3 for 3 for the Spartans. Definitely dangerous for the Wolverines here with Parker.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure that's why they came out to the visit, just because Parker's been hot today. He's batting .278 on the season.
Yep. 0-1 count now. Here's the pitch from Bradley. That's a ball high. 1-1 count now.
Yeah, 1-1 count here to Peacock.
Yeah, definitely want to be careful here. Like you don't want to get him in too good to hit because he's been mashing today, and you already have 2 runners on and no outs. So.
Peacock leads his team in triples with 5 on the season, which is pretty impressive. Next closest is 2 from Randy Seymour.
Here's the pitch from Bradley. Foul just straight back.
It's been nice for Grant Bradley to get an out here. His first out of the inning.
Stop a little bit of momentum. And I think the other important thing to note is, he's pitching with a lead. He's pitching with a pretty comfortable lead, so you don't have to put too much pressure on yourself when a run scores. At this point, Michigan will trade runs for outs.
Yeah, I think I would 100% agree. And I think he's either looking for a double play ball or punch out here. So we shall see. Here comes the pitch.
The 1-2 pitch here from Bradley.
Checking
the runner. Here's the pitch. In there for strike 3, called looking. Fastball up in the zone. That's a big-time strike out there for Grant Bradley. Peacock did not like that one.
Slightly displeased there. Didn't show too much emotion, but definitely thought that one was high. I think I might have agreed.
I might agree with him,
Peacock
but that's a great pitch there by Grant Bradley there.
Yeah, really well done there by Bradley. Gets his first out of the inning. Now up to bat is Dayton Murphy, the freshman shortstop for the Spartans.
Exceptional in the field today.
Exceptional.
0-0 count now. 1 out. Runners on first and second in the top of the ninth here. And here's the pitch from Bradley. That's going to be low and inside for a ball.
And he has been hit today by a pitch, I believe Dayton Murphy has. So we're going to monitor that. On deck is Ryan McKay.
Yeah, so far Murphy has a fielder's choice, ground out to the third, and then a hit by pitch. And here's the pitch from Bradley. That's going to be in there for a strike. 1-1 now.
Good pitch from Grant Bradley there. Looking to get 2 more strikes here, put one on the ground, and retire this game.
Yep.
It has been a little bit of a shaky 9th inning for the Wolverines.
Yeah, but pitching with a lead, you're still fine.
Yeah, so with everything that's happened today, Wolverines are
and here's the 1-1 from Bradley. That's going to be in there for a strike. Nice off speed there. Kind of froze
Dayton Murphy.
Yeah, froze Murphy there for a second. We got a 1-2 count now. 1 out. Runners on first and second here in the top of the ninth. Looks like Grant Bradley's starting to settle into a little bit of a groove.
Yeah, maybe an 8th. It was an 83 mile an hour, maybe slider, curveball
I think
there.
it might have been a slider.
Nice pitch.
And here's the 1-2. It's going to be chopped. This might be the double play ball. Right to Mitch Boy. Steps on second. Throws the first.
There is
gets
the
him
double
at the
play ball.
And that's the double play. Game's over. David Lowley's the first one to run out of the dugout.
No surprise there. What a game from
David Lowley.
Yeah,
nice rivalry win.
Pitched really well. Yeah. Pitched almost a full 7 innings. 6 2/3 innings pitched from David Lowley. 1 earned run. Very good day for the Wolverines. They will great win against a rival in the Michigan State Spartans. It's two wins back-to-back days against the Spartans for the Wolverines, and they are pleased.
Yep. We kind of already hinted at it. Who if you had to pick your highlight player, your MVP, who you going with?
Well, I think you called it earlier in the game, before the game even.
I know.
But I think I would have to say Greg Pace Jr. 4 for 4. You can't. If a player hits 4 for 4 with a home run, he's got to be the player of the game.
Impressive in the field too.
Very
That's
impressive
in the field. It was a great day.
I feel like we just constantly called his name today, just running around. He's gonna do a little celebration here at the coaches. Greg Pace is.
Yeah, I would say Greg Pace as well. Maybe secondary David Lally. David Lally, like we said. David Lally earns the win. 6.2 innings pitched, 2 hits, 1 earned run, 4 strikeouts, faced 25 batters. That's a good day. And then Grant Bradley came in relief. 2.1 innings pitched. He gave up 4 hits, also only 1 earned run. So, I mean.
And Mitch Voigt had a nice day today as well.
Mitch
3 hits with 5 RBIs and a home run.
Home run got out of
just
there
a lot of players played well today. It will be, I think, Lally getting the interview. The post-game interview.
I think I could see David Lally get an interview from one of our WCBN members doing work for Big Ten Plus right now. It was a great day. Any final thoughts?
I don't think so. Wolverines improved their winning streak to 3. Record of 26-17 on the season. Spartans go to 23-18 on the season. Lose another game, 4-9 on the road. Not ideal for the Spartans, but it's tough to win on the road. But Wolverines look great today. 9-2 win for the Wolverines. 4:41 on local time here in Ann Arbor. Yeah, it's a fun day.
Yeah, and tune in tomorrow. WCBN will be back broadcasting for the 3rd game of the series, where Michigan State looks to avoid the sweep and Michigan looks to get the sweep.
Yeah.
Thank you, Luke, for being my partner here.
Yeah, very fun day. Evan, it was a pleasure.
It was a pleasure. Thank you to everyone at home who listened, and we'll leave you with a good blue and go blue and a good afternoon.
Yeah, go blue. Nice job.
Yeah, that was good.